All right, let's see if you get a signal to the back cave. And we are live. Hello, everybody, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are out there in TV land. And welcome back to another stream here on YouTube on Reality Gamers channel of the Jedi Academy, the show where we do nothing but answer your questions about Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, the mobile game brought to you by Capital Games. And this is all this is. This is a straight Q&A session where we invite content creators on. If they can be on, trust me, it's early in the morning here in the U.S., so some can be on, some cannot. Whoever can be on anywhere in the world from any of the content creators here are always welcome. So if you're new to the show, that's what it is. This is just a straight Q&A show for 2 hours where we do answer all your questions. If you have a question that you want to pose to myself or anybody that shows up on the panel, it's pretty simple. Just put the word question in front of your actual question statement or comment that you want us to address and respond to, and we will get that your best answer that we can give you. So anything goes. So feel free to get your questions in, and we'll get those squared away. We've been doing this a long time. It's 270 episodes of the Jedi Academy. Man, oh man. So glad to have you guys here. Hope you're having a great weekend. I hope you're enjoying your weekend. I had a lot of fun yesterday. I was streaming all day. I did my own streams. I was streaming with Scribe. We had a lot of fun with Scribe and Rambam. I was in the VIP channel yesterday, hanging out with everybody, and having a lot of fun with that. So yes, thanks. I hope everyone enjoyed themselves and had a good time. It was good hanging out with everybody. So we'll do for today's schedule, we'll do the Jedi Academy today, and then tonight we should get some D&D in over on Twitch. So anything else? Nope, that's pretty much it. And then we'll be back Monday for our regularly scheduled BAT programming. So there you go. Make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you like the content, so you can get those notifications when we go live. It does help support the channel and its growth. Also, into the interaction with the thumbs up with the algorithm that is YouTube, that evil thing. So please make sure you hit the thumbs up as you come in. Give a greeting, say hi to me, say hi to all the skewers, say hi to everybody on the panel. It's always appreciated. And a couple announcements. November 5th, mark it on your calendar to at least watch the stream. We're going to be streaming a live event all day where we were going to be trying to raise more money for the American Cancer Society. As you know, RSG is partnered with the ACS. We've been raising money for those folks for years, and we are Gamers versus Cancer, and something we help them work with them to create, we're very proud to do whatever we can for the ACS. It's a great organization that does two really important things. One, it helps people that are dealing with cancer, whether it's getting them somewhere to one of their appointments or just whatever it is that they need. Right? Anybody who's dealing with cancer, it's a tough thing, and they're there to offer services. And then the other part that the ACS mission is to find a cure, so that someday that cancer will just be another thing that you just take a pill and you're done. And then, so on November 5th, I'm flying out to Florida. I'll be with Finn. The ACS folks will be there doing Magic the Gathering. It's Magic the Gathering tournament. The information is in, our Discord. So if you want to join our Discord, feel free. And if you can't be there, if you don't want to come join us for the meet and greet and come play Magic the Gathering and have fun, if you can't be there, that's fine. Just watch the stream and spread the word and help us raise lots of money for the ACS. They definitely deserve it. So if you need more information, get with Finity on our Discord, Finity, and he can get you the stuff in there. And we already have a charity channel open in the Discord, so you can get all the information pertaining to this. So feel free to mark that on your calendar, November 5th. We'll get that squared away. The other thing is that we're doing is I'm trying to make a big Patreon push. You guys want us to, keep streaming here on YouTube, which is fun. I'm more than glad to do that. The problem is that we don't make anything doing it. So if I'm going to continue to do these streams on YouTube, we got to offset the costs of streaming and everything else. And so we're just doing Patreons right now. $5 a month. Become a patron. It supports what we're doing, all the streams that we're doing. So $5 a month, you can help support the channel and what we're doing. You get the VIP status. So give me a second. I'm having issues over here. Let me do this. There we go. Sorry, I'm getting boo-boos everywhere. But it supports the channel. You get the VIP status. You get your own channels in Discord. You can come hang out with me. I'm always in there now, whether I'm watching Andor or I'm watching sports. And you can come hang out and just have a goofy time. I've really enjoyed hanging out with all the VIPs this week. And you can ask me any SWGOH question you want. So, yeah. So, feel free to come become a VIP. And if you do become a Patreon, let me know. That way I can make sure you get your VIP status and things of that nature. So you can come hang out with the rest of the boys and girls and have a good time. And I appreciate all the recent ones. Our goal is 24 this month. We've picked up 7. We picked up 7. Picked up another one yesterday. So we need 17 more and then we'll be good to go. All right. That being said, get your questions in and make sure you follow the format. Make sure you put the word question in front of your actual question statement and we'll get this party started. Glad to see everybody in there. Scribbles is in the channel. I say Scribbles, Sandfly, all the Sandfly be in there. Overkiller, JTB, JH, Jason Hobby, Win Griffey's join us. DSP, what else? 73, Fatality V2, Ray Rock, Helenix. Oh god, Helenix. He's lurking. And it looks like we got Calvin Awesome joining us. Calvin, what's going on, partner?
Oh, quite a bit, Ranger. Good morning to you. Good morning to Chad, everyone out there. It's good to be here.
Yes. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing pretty well. I did my video last night for Ben Solo and like how to prep for him, and I learned a lot. Like if I had made that video, I might have done the same things, but I would have been way less sure about what I was doing.
What do you mean when you talk about Ben Solo? Like how you're gonna mod him, or
yeah, modding comps and Omicrons.
Yeah, very nice. So, and your conclusions are?
So I think. I guess Omicrons are probably the big one. I think that he's actually the Conquest character that least absolutely needs Omicrons. Like Malgus is lead and Starkiller's unique. Well, Starkiller's in Conquest. They're much more important than any of Solo's. Although I'm on the fence, but I'm almost guaranteed to apply his unique Force diet immediately and obscured. Yeah. Both the other two are pretty tempting. Like they're not. Like, let's make it a comparison with Malgus. Malgus's lead is awesome. The other two are okay, whereas Ben feels like all of them are really, like, solid, like, 6 to 8s, like on a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah, I think the two big ones, Force Stat and the other one, are important. The one where you hit below protection, I think you can wait on that one because he's still going to hit so freaking hard. I mean, I'm going to put all 3 on just because that's just what I do, you know? So when I play with my toys, I like them to be fully armed and operational battle station. But I think you can get away with like at least the Force diet because that makes it really hard to get rid of him until like that's when I believe where they can't die.
That's the revive anytime the enemy leader moves, which right. With the whole like Rey has to be below 50% health for him to die. So if he revives and she's above 50, you're just screwed.
Yeah.
Over and over and over again. It's going to be nasty.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, and I'm just. I mean, if you look at his special damage and stuff, I'm like, I'm gonna make him hit hard. He's gonna hit really hard. Like I'm looking forward to that.
Hit really hard.
Yeah. I was like, let's go. So I've already got.
Yeah. The ignore protection one will probably be good.
Yeah.
We need to see though if he's going to. If he has the capability to 1 or just 2-shot characters under protection.
Yeah.
Because if he can't, then you're going to be chipping away at the protection with another character while he goes under the protection, and you're not really going to yield that much of an advantage. But again, the dude does, on paper, a ridiculous amount of damage, so we'll see.
Yeah, at Relic 90 is 11,500 with no modding. So when you even get a good set on, he's going to be 15, 16K. And that's not even counting what he'll get from mastery and stuff from Rey when you get into the fight. So he's going to hit really bloody hard. I mean, I've been telling folks, like, look out. Ben's coming. I'm just warning you. He's going to be gross. Just prepare yourselves. All right. So we got questions coming in. Let's warm up a little bit here. We got some questions coming in. Fatality V2 says, question, CG said the freezes have stopped. That's not true. I had 2 freezes during GAC last night. I lost by 13 points as a result. Anyone else having issues still? I've been hearing people saying they're still having issues and with freezing and things of that nature. The thing that I don't understand, Calvin, how can we have the bug that we had Wednesday night into early Thursday morning with the first round of GAC where it was a pretty major bug where people were getting freezes or the loop and all that stuff because of BAM and whatever else was going on. They fixed it and then nothing else. It's like how do you have that many people affected with the loss because of nothing that they did and you're just going to fix it and that's it? I'm a little confused on that one, but help me understand, Calvin.
I got the sorry, Ranger. I got nothing for you. Yeah. So the issue right now, and I think there's like you said, there's 2 bugs that have happened over the process of or recently. One of them was I think it was affecting everyone or almost everyone. The one with BAM or the one with GAC fleets, where you were getting the eternal loading screen. That one was really bad because that looked like it affected everyone. But there have been a high report of crashes throughout all game modes for people, and I think it's honestly on specific devices because I haven't had a single one through, and I play on a Motorola phone, which is weird, or my BlueStacks. But I think from what I've heard, I don't know though. I think I've heard a lot for Samsung, but then I think it was someone with an iPhone said they had an issue. So it is part of the update. It's not just because you have a Samsung phone, but it seems to be cross-related. And why they haven't fixed it, I don't know, but they need to. There are very few things that make the game unplayable. That is one of them.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like I said this during the Wednesday night stream that they just need to let's not put any more new stuff out. Let's spend about 2 to 4 weeks fixing stuff. I mean, seriously, because it's just been a consistent problem. It seems like the more stuff they're adding here recently, the more problems it's causing. And it's not. And you're right. It's not just Samsung. It's iOS too. I have people that use iOS and stuff that are saying that they're having issues with it too across the game. And I've never had this before, and it just started happening where my game will freeze on my phone. I've never had that issue before, but if I leave it on long enough, right, it'll freeze, and I have to reload the game. And luckily, it's not. I'm not getting any crashes on my phone, but it will freeze up, so I'll have to reload the game. So I've seen the game freeze on my phone, which is I've never seen that happen before. Of course, you and I use BlueStacks, so I mean we're used to dealing with nonsense because that's been having issues.
I'll say I have had crashes, but they're the standard BlueStacks ones that have been happening for years. That happen when I leave the game open for like 6 to 8 hours at a time or whatever.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a significant problem. I think they need to really address this because if the game's unplayable,
I mean that honestly that should be the biggest driver to get someone to quit that doesn't want to, which is not. That's not what you want.
No,
as a developer.
No, that leads to bad things. I'm not an expert, Calvin. I just play one on television. I think that's not good. But what do I know? I just work here. All right. Next question from Joseph Oliver says, "Question: What do you think about Call messing up the gauntlet rotation in TW by making new guilds right before lock?" I don't really care. Any thoughts on this, Calvin?
Sorry, Ranger.
Did someone say something funny in chat or?
No, just the way you responded. I don't really care.
Okay, it is. Okay, they did that. It's just, so.
It just kind of sounds like guild drama, or maybe honestly just a fault in the matchmaking system. I mean, I'm not gonna get mad. Honestly, and I'm not even a part of it. Also, I don't care about territory wars that much.
I really don't either. I really don't care either, because it's TW and with Datacrons and GAC, I've just lost my will to live on this stuff. Josh Thomas, what are you doing, buddy? You look like he's got sad faces. What are you doing? Someone's all right, buddy. All right. Sorry about that, Calvin. I've got to ban somebody here.
No, you're good.
Actually, you know what? I'll put him on a timeout. If he does it again, then I'll give him a second chance. Josh, if you play nice, just put you on a little timeout. Can't be spamming the chat like that. But if you play nice, be a good dude, then I won't ban you. I'll give you another chance there, Home Slice. I have a sneaky suspicion I'm going to be banning him, Calvin. I'm going to get spammed again. Oh no. But yeah, the TW stuff. I mean, I don't really care enough about TW anymore. I mean, I give it everything I got when I'm doing it. But I mean, right now, Calvin and my guild, we're 460. It's this Vader wall. Who gets through it? And it's like, okay, if we do, which guild gets through it, and how much they can clear afterwards, because it's basically what TW's come down to and GAC has come down to. So I've really lost like my enthusiasm for those game modes. You know, if we win, great. I give it everything I got, and I'll burn what I can. But I'm over those two game modes now. I don't know how you're feeling about. Obviously, you just said you could care less about TW, but I don't know how you feeling about GAC right now.
Well, I'll make a comment on TW. So I don't like I care about TW as much as I care about like Conquest or TB. Like GAC just kind of above them. And I will say that Lord Vader, his level 9s particularly, I'm kind of okay with him having the overpowered level 6 that Darth Vader also gets, but it does feel like, and this is we've had this issue with power creep before Datacrons. It's never been good, but when one team decides everything, that kind of defeats the purpose. Like that's why we had Squad Arena, and Squad Arena got killed because CG was trying to move away from a one-team meta. And that's kind of where they brought us back. So I don't like how uber powerful it is. For GAC, I'm kind of okay with it just because if I put in the time and whatnot, like I can get, even if it's stupid expensive or weird or something, like I can get a counter. Like I have the Dash Omicron, I have Raycat. Like if I wanted to, I can theory crap my way around that. But to expect 50 people, to especially when my guild has never been very serious for TW, like it does just kind of take the fun out of it, because the margins that we would win, and we just go back to, you know, not even close against the guilds that are bigger than us, and not even close to get against the guilds that are smaller than us, which is not fun.
Yeah. Yeah, GAC, man, it's a nightmare. TW, it's horrible. I mean, it's just Datacrons, man, and it's the interactions are just so ridiculous. Especially, you know, it's not even, you know, it's the infinite loop that's going on right now with a lot of these, but it's also that deflection dodge is just out of hand, dude. Like even
I don't.
you just have no idea if you're going to miss or not, and it can make a huge difference in every. It's not just the Lord Vader fight; it's the other fights too, where you're like, oh my god, I just got dodge deflection back to back. That sucks so bad.
Yeah, and I don't like broken. So I kind of decided this during set 2 when we got the level 3 plus 25 turn meter. I don't like super broken things on the level 3 or on the stats.
Yeah.
Because then what you do is you don't shape, or you don't change the GAC meta that much, because every team has an opportunity to get those.
Yeah.
Let the level 6s and the level 9s be broken. Like I think Vader, Dash, Bam, and maybe other Towson. There's probably a few more out there. I think that or Ayla. Those are all really good examples of what I think Datacrons should have been, and that did change the meta on various teams. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the dodge and deflection, not just because it's stupid annoying, which it is, but also just it gives every single team a chance to be broken, and that doesn't change the meta. Mm-hmm. You're just all you're doing is just saying who has more Datacrons wins.
Yeah. And that's the thing, it's just taking the fun out. It really has sucked the life out of me with JAC and TW. It's like, you know, I did JAC last night. Datacrons. It's like, okay, if I can get through some of these, I win. If not, then my opponent wins. And it's the same defense. It's like, okay, cool. I get it. You know, so at this rate, I'm probably going to be jumping out of Kyber once, and so I just can't compete with this crap anymore, nor do I want to. All right, let's get to some more questions here. Helen X, oh boy, here we go, Calvin. Right, it says, for Ranger Calvin and your best Jerry Seinfeld voice, what's the deal with game crashes? I want to know. I think we just responded to all that, right? He says, do the devs know they're supposed to be coding stuff? Should they learn too? Yeah, we already responded to this, Helly, but appreciate your question, buddy. Fatality.
Yeah, it's got to be priority number one. Like, even
really
before
does.
Game balance. Like, if people can't play your game, then game balance doesn't mean crap.
Yeah. So, Oh, we have a Smithy D in the sighting in the chat. What's going on with Smithy D? Yeah, you know me. You know my name is Smithy, and I like my modding. Hello, Smithy. Glad to see you're up and about, my friend. All right, Fatality V2 question. I really want all three Omnis on solo too, but also want to add one to Savage. At a push, would you sacrifice one on solo and do Savage? I have enough for 3 whole Omnis. I think we just said that. You can put the 2 on. I'd put one on Savage and just put the main 2 on solo, wouldn't you, Calvin?
Yep, 100% agree. Yeah, throw Savages on, and then give Ben his unique and his special.
Yeah.
And then I think like you can probably still apply the third Ben one, but it can wait a minute. What we're wanting to see, does Ben have enough damage to essentially 1 or 2 shot a character? Because if he doesn't, ignoring protection doesn't do a whole lot for him.
Right. Let's see here. Next question. JT says, questions, are AOX the most OP faction in the game? All right, next question. Oh, man, JT just trolling. June Castle question, is Ben a good candidate to replace Visas on the Palp Starkiller team? I don't know about that. I'm still thinking Ben's going to be with... I mean, we still have to play around with it a little bit, right, Calvin? I don't know about that, putting it on the Starkiller team, but I'm still thinking it's going to be Ray. That synergy is just too good, man.
So I made a video about this earlier today, like I said, and I actually do address the Starkiller thing, and pretty much the answer is no. If you, again, I explained it a lot more in the video. Can I like hit my stuff here?
Yeah, if you send it to me in Discord, I'll put it in the damn channel.
Okay. Basically, what I go through in the video, and I'll just say it here because we're already here, is that when Ben Solo is not on a full light side and or Ray team, the only thing he's really bringing to the table is armor shred and 100% turn meter drop on his special. Like it's honestly very underwhelming. It's the equivalent of Fennec if Fennec didn't have a scoundrel or a bounty hunter tag or anything like that. So he's okay in the Starkiller lineup. Like armor shred isn't bad, but he is not superior to Visas. Visas has a cleanse, she has a revive, she has defense penetration. She brings a lot more to the table than just 1 armor shred. So like if you don't have a light side online force user, or maybe you're using stick right now, he's probably an upgrade to that, but he's not the ideal in there. So I'm guessing the people that are asking this are the ones that don't have Ray unlocked.
Give me a second. I'm pulling up your video right now.
I can send it to you too.
I've already got it.
Okay. Yeah, because I address it more thoroughly in there, like the different comps he goes with and moddings and Omicrons.
I got you, baby. Don't worry. I got you. There we go. If you guys want to go check out his video, there it is. Pimped like a boss. All right. So if you have more questions about the Ben Swallow, then go check that out from our good friend Calvin. Let's see here. What else? 3 question. Calvin plays on a Motorola. Does he also listen to music on 8-tracks?
So I guess context here. I lived in Brazil for 5 years, and Motorola as a phone company is still actually very big there. Like I think my phone has like 16 gigabytes of RAM or whatever. So it's a modern phone, but I know when I say that, everyone immediately thinks that I play on like a Razor or something like that.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Jesus. All right, you cheeky turkeys. Helenix.
I enjoyed that comment.
Yeah, that was good. Helenix, this question for Calvin. What could someone with a GL Kenobi but no GL Luke use to 3-star the current ground war assault battle versus Separatists? Totally asking for a friend.
So which Galactic Legend do you have?
He says he's got has GL Kenobi but no GL Luke. Used to 3-star the current ground war assault battles for Separatists. Totally asking for a friend. Well, what do you use? I haven't done ground wars in so long because I just sim it now.
I'd have to see the whole roster to know, but like if you have Jedi Luke lead Jedi Master Kenobi is probably your best option because they have a stupid amount of speed in that event. I think we clocked it one time, and it's somewhere in the area of like 800 to 900. So taking JMK with Jedi Luke lead to reduce the speed, but JMK to get going. That's probably your best bet. If you don't have Jedi Luke, then probably some JMK Cam thing. If you don't have Cam, then I'm not really quite sure, honestly.
All right. All right.
Because I did 3-star that before I Jedi Master Luke. I think I did it with Jedi Knight Luke.
I try to remember, man.
I think I'd used Jedi Knight Revan, and it was a pretty big RNG fest without Jedi Master Luke. Jedi Master Luke made it very trivial.
Did I use Jedi Master Luke, or did I get that with Kenobi? I don't remember. You can do it with both. I just don't remember what team I used for like the tier 2 and tier 3, right?
I wish I wouldn't have simmed it already today, because then I could have gone in there.
Yeah, I could have gone in there, but
played around there. But yeah, I simmed it.
Yeah, sorry. We're sorry. Hey, look, Tilo's in the chat. You're a homie for your Monday podcast thing you guys do.
What's up, Matt Tilo?
Yeah, he's working probably.
Yeah, he does that.
All right. Smithy, Stark, I gotta send you the link for Jedi Academy. Let me make sure that's just the right link. They're asking to join. I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure that's the right one. Let me look at something here. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, that's the right one. All right. Well, I've sent the link. I have done my duty for king and country, so. All right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So sorry, a little technical stuff there. I'm trying to do everything. I am the host and also the engineer and everything else. So, next question. Jack Daniels. Man named. I love that. Jack Daniels, you know I always love your name. Question. Have you heard the rumors of a desktop client for SWGOH? And if so, might it be causing the in-game issues? I have no idea. That is beyond my scope of expertise. If you have any thoughts on this, Calvin, please jump in, because not this guy.
So I feel like I've been hearing the rumor about a desktop version of SWGOH for years. Like ever since we originally got it on BlueStacks, I think I've been hearing about that. As far as it having any issues, I don't really know enough about coding to be able to answer that.
We're simple folk here.
I would think it would be a little difficult, because did you ever play Star Wars Commander?
Yeah, back in the day I did.
So they were able to run both the desktop version as well as a mobile version. But I think there were enough issues that they were on different servers. So like if I played on my computer, my dad played on his phone, or vice versa. Like we couldn't battle or interact with each other or be on the same service, if I remember correctly. So I don't know. Yeah.
Listen, he's using a Motorola phone. You can't expect us to know these things, all right?
Yeah, my Razr doesn't quite do that much, guys. Sorry.
Yeah. Speaking of old crusty things, look who it is. It's Smithy D.
How he's doing?
That's the name I've not heard since well before your time. Smithy D, what the hell are you doing, man?
Just playing.
Is it just me, or is he going roboto?
And Galaxy
I
Heroes. I'm doing like the stuff, I guess.
Oh, there we got him.
Is it roboto?
Yeah, you went a little roboto there. I was like, are we in a rave or something?
Rave.
Guess we're
we're doing good. If you guys don't know, Smithy D, back in the day, had this crazy idea. He messaged me. He had gotten with Warrior. He says, I want to do this thing called Jedi Academy. I'm like, great. He's like, can you stream it for me? Okay. So the OG creator of the Jedi Academy.
It's still going strong, man. He's done really well.
Well, I've tried to, 270 episodes there, Smithy. I think,
It was originally called, what was it? Ruler 2, wasn't it? Ruler 2.
I don't remember what it was called,
Obviously, Star Wars Theory stole that.
What was this, 6
years
Ruler ago,
2.
bro? Yeah.
Yeah, Ruler 2 it was, and then obviously Star Wars Theory as a Ruler 2 as well.
Yeah.
They changed it to Jedi Academy.
Yeah, and it's been that way ever since. Yep.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna get washed then.
We get the OG. Now, are you playing the game? You play, then you stop, then you play, then you stop. What's your status right now with SWGOH, bro?
Oh, playing. I'm in Kyber 1.
God bless you.
6 GLs. Yeah, no, I've got all the GLs except for Jabba Executor.
Yeah.
Yeah, playing.
All right. Cool.
Don't play it as much. Like I play it to do my stuff, conquest, TB, but then I don't just like.
Did we lose him again?
Yeah, he's coming in and out for me too.
Yeah. Speaking of a Motorola phone.
I guess that one's stuck now.
Yeah. It's like Nev's dongle.
Just sit in the game like it is now.
Smithy, my friend, you are Roboto, Mr. Origamo.
My mom.
He's still talking.
And just sit there, like spinning my characters around, finding something to do. What I'm gonna do? I'll connect to the Wi-Fi.
Yes, please connect to the Wi-Fi.
It's because I'm a user, obviously in the States, isn't it?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Smithy, let us know when you're connected to the Wi-Fi, brother. I want to test out your you speaking again here, brother, because we didn't hear a word you said, man. All right. Who else joined us here? We have Stark Gaming. Let's see if his Wi-Fi is working correctly. Stark, can you say anything, my friend? Okay, so no, he hasn't connected his microphone. I know he needs to go to his settings in Zoom and make sure he's connected the right device. I already know that issue immediately.
Hello?
There we go. Aha.
Hey, what's up? I got my flip phone and my Wi-Fi. Wanna talk? What's up?
What is with ancient technology today, man? What are we doing here, folks?
I got the problem. My problem is I live in Seattle and I forgot the EST attached to your 10 a.m. I was like, oh man, I got time to go for a run and everything, and I was like, oh shit, they're on now. That's sweet, dude.
Yeah.
But it's too early, man. It's fucking 7, whatever. Anyways, it's 7. What's up?
There goes the monetization. Thank you. No, we
Awesome.
Stark is fired up, dropping the bombs.
I'll send you $50.
So thank you.
Sorry.
Oh no! As soon as the F-bomb landed, it's like, well, there it goes.
Awesome. My bad.
Yeah, on Twitch we allow you to. Well, just on this show. Every other show I don't care because you can drop whatever you want on our YouTube channel and Twitch. But on the Jedi Cadet, we kind of keep it clean. So you can say certain curse words, just no F-bombs. So I should have made that clear in the beginning. So
luckily I didn't say it, actually. Hopefully.
That's right. All right. Let's see here. Let's get to some questions. I mean, Smithy, are you back yet, man? Did you figure out your Wi-Fi there? Just checking in with the Smithy D. Smithy D. What is Smithy D? All right, I guess not. All right.
I'm back.
Yes. Oh, you sound like you're. Oh,
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Good. Okay.
I'm on Wi-Fi now.
Yeah. Hey, you did it.
Wow.
All right. Wow.
Oh, got some headphones as well.
There you go. See, looks we're moving up in the world, folks. All right, let's get to some questions here. We got a buttload coming in, so let's rock and roll. Kenpachi question: did I miss something? When did they announce the increase in crystal price? What do you mean? Did they do an announcement on crystal prices going up?
I heard they did in Europe. One of my viewers was telling me that.
Oh,
I haven't
really?
seen it here. Yeah.
That could be due to the currency though, and they
Could
have to. They have no control over that actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
He said
no
it's
kidding.
like $120 for a vault now there.
Didn't the pound
Jesus.
get destroyed recently?
Or 100, I'm sorry, 120 pounds. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
So,
that
pound.
probably has something to do with
Okay.
the currency, honestly.
Well, I know. So I don't. Yeah, the pound is different than the euro, right? Because they're both different currencies.
Right.
pound is stronger.
Yeah, the pound has always been stronger. Actually, the pound's usually stronger than the dollar. They're right on the
Oh yeah.
same scope, right?
Don't know why, but yeah.
Well, it's more established. The pound's been around a lot longer, so it's just perceptions, man. People just think it's got backing, man. All right. No, I didn't know that, Kenpachi. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be right back, Ranger. I'm getting some caffeine. But
Yeah, get some
I won't-
caffeine, brother. Yeah, do your
I
thing.
won't cuss
Grab a
when I
big-
come back.
Oh, that's right. You can
Inject
cuss, just don't
that
drop
stuff.
F-bombs. I don't mind the cussing, just the F-bombs, because then YouTube goes, well, this video's not making anything. So they will come up with it. Man, YouTube comes up with all kinds of stuff. It's bad enough they find ways to keep you from making money. Then you get all the copyright claims, and it's so ridiculous, man. YouTube, man, they really need to get this crap figured out. So let's see here. Oh, it went up 20%, says so Alibaba. Okay. Wow. Well, learning all kinds of economic stuff today.
Get an iPhone, it's cheaper to buy the crystals. or spoof yourself to another country.
That's true.
Cheaper on their currency.
Yeah, come on over to the US. We'll get you squared away on your crystals. Next question for Ranger. Oh, boy. As we all know, and despite playing the game since launch, I'm terrible at SWGOH. For us old-timers, what do you suggest besides get good is the best thing to focus on to improve? Right now, I mean, so...
Datacrons.
It is Datacrons, but I have Datacrons. It's just a matter of, but Datacrons are just RNG. I don't care how good you are, Datacrons. Let's not get into Datacron stuff.
Yeah.
Let's not. I'm not going to get angry. I'm not going to talk about Datacrons. But outside of that, really, it's just staying focused. Like, you can't chase the new shiny unless you're spending a fortune. You can't be all over the map. Pick a team, pick a squad, just work on it. Put your head down, grind through. Right now I'm working on Java. I have a plan in place. Get the characters to 7 stars. I got to wait for Bougie Leia to continue to be in the shipments. And once she's done, then I'm going to take everybody to Gear 12 at once. And then from Gear 12, I go to Relic 0. And from Relic 0, I make the big push and I take everybody to the Relic levels. And then I start the event. But that's how I do it. But if I see this too many, and we've done thousands of Ross reviews in my time where they worked a little bit here, but didn't finish this team, and a little bit here, and they didn't finish that team, or someone starts chasing stuff that, like, why are you going after JMK? 1, you don't have Cat, and 2, you don't even have the other characters open for it. It's like,
yeah,
I mean, start Calvin Smithy. Any other things you want to drop in on that?
What was the original question? Sorry, I missed it.
Oh yeah, you were getting caffeine. It's from yeah. You have to take this one with a grain of salt. It's a Hellenix question. It says for us old timers, what do you suggest besides get good is the best thing to focus on to improve in the game?
Oh wow.
I gave my spiel. Your turn.
So I guess maybe it's interesting. So just to opine for a second, I've actually kind of taken a break between adult jobs. So the last couple of months, I've been trying to get better at like GAC. And I would say if you're not doing it, definitely doing some scouting has immensely helped me. I never really ran like, Hotbot or Omega Bot or any of the different bots. There's a ton of bots out there, but I never really did much scouting or looking previously at opponents. And that's been really helpful for me, at least. I would also, which is maybe a counter answer to the question, but I would also just say, like, at the end of the day, you're probably going to lose to the Lord Vader Datacron anyways. So, like, I would say do what you want. Like, if you want to relic Jawas, like, do that. Like, a big part of the game for me is just more like passion projects and things that I personally find value in. I had taken several of Phoenix to relics before Profundity was announced, and so I got some kind of catch up, make good there, which was kind of cool. So I think I'm going both directions with that answer, but hopefully that's helpful.
Yeah. Smithy, Calvin, anything you want to add on that, or do you want to go?
Yeah, sure. I think, as many people hate Datacrons, you can get them for free in Conquest, as long as you play Conquest. They punch way above your weight of what your roster is. As long as you make good on the characters that you've got, build the teams that you feel, let's say you've got a dash at Relic 7, put an Omicron and build a team around him, because that's a solid team. He does have a Datacron. You can get a lot of Datacrons without spending. And that is the most important thing is, okay, the rerolls are trash and the RNG can be trash, but you can still get a lot in-game with crystals, which you get from GAC. What you earn from GAC, you can get a few million credits when they release it from the crystals that you gain from GAC. You can also, obviously, because of how the matchmaking is on a ladder system, you can also sandbag your kind of like ranking of what you earned. So let's say you're punching above your weight, just take the loss, take the L, go further down, win 3, take the loss. You know, you're still going to be making more than what you would in an arena because you're getting your daily income, you're getting your 800 odd or whatever crystals you get for your ranking. Then sandbag again. Just, you know, if you feel that you're too high, let it drop down a little bit because it is a ladder system. Then when you're free, you're getting like 2,000 crystals odd. You know, put that into your squad. Don't spend money. Just put it and invest it back into your team. And that's pretty much all I've done. And I've got the Datacrons. You know, credit's a bit sparse, but you can buy those packs for like 500 crystals when they release it. And just farm the mats from Conquest. Go hard on it.
I agree. I like it. And let's see, next question. All right, here's a good one. Phil Reagan says, question, do you see Sortie as a viable farm for mid-game? She seems to pick up leftovers IG-88, RTD2 that are requirements for other farms. No. Viable farm for mid-game Sortie? I mean, you
I
can
have two
work
issues
on
with
her.
that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Calvin.
First, it depends on where you are with JTR. If you have a viable JTR team that is a part of your roster, that's BB-8 and R2, which are probably two of the most crucial. So that kind of hinders the team immensely. If you don't have JTR, and this might be viable. The other thing that I don't like for mid-game, you have to be really picky with the characters you're farming that aren't accelerated, because you probably still have a ton of stuff out there that you're getting double the amount of shards for. And then to spend 6 months on another character for a team that it's good, but I think your focus is probably best elsewhere.
I agree. I mean, Sortie's solid, but it's not a farm. I mean, I'm farming it slow. You know, I'm endgame.
She's more endgame in my opinion, just because you can.
But I'm farming her slow. I'm like, she's not a priority. I mean, I've had to, between Inquisitors, Profundity, and now Jabba. I mean, Sortie will get the love when I get a chance. You know, it's just I'm slow farming her. I know it's going to take 6 months, so it's like, okay, I just go in there every day, try to get shards, and then I don't think about it. You know, so
yeah.
And Clayton's got her, and she's solid in Conquest. She helps you with some of those feats. She's really good in PvE, but outside of that, she's okay in say.
I like her leading Conquest, even at Gear 7.
It's solid.
For those droid battles, I'll take her in with BB-8 and R2 or whoever, and as long as I have the right data disc, they still wreck things.
Yeah, so there you go.
For me personally, though, I'd like to add in that what was Sortie added for the game for? Like, we have a look at a perspective of how CG work and how they... Why is this random character added? Do you think there may be something bigger coming and you're going to need Sortie?
I thought that, and then nothing came about. It doesn't mean it won't in the future, but I was looking at it, because when it first came out, I was thinking, all right, maybe they're going to start doing something Old Republic, because we got Malgus as the Conquest character when she was released. I'm thinking, okay, we're going some Old Republic here, and that's why I started thinking Satil Shan for Conquest, and I was thinking maybe my Lord and Savior True Revan was around the bend in
February, mate. February is going to be the time.
It's not going to happen.
You not reckon?
No.
What, February is it's a golden Old Republic month.
I know, but the Illuminati doesn't like me, and they don't want me to have nice things. See all my Swevens rolls. You know, so yeah.
But she's good, even in mid level. Even in mid level, a 5-star Gear 11 with some droids is very good and very complicated for someone to beat that doesn't have, you know, if you put her on your back wall with like BB-8, R2 and some other odd droids, especially in 3v3 or 5v5, you know, if you make your front wall that takes away the counters, like Revan, for example, you know, that will get you a hold at the back wall because they're not expecting it. And because they've used their counters that would be designed for that team, and it will just revive BB-8, and it will just keep getting buffs and keep getting health. And even a Gear 11 is very strong. Maybe not in like top end of Kyber 1, but mid game when we're talking Erodium or Kyber 4, Kyber 3, it's a very, very strong character.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think my take is also that I think they wanted to broaden the view of the need for Omicrons. So, hey, here's this. What is the point of this character? Oh, there's an Omicron for Conquest. Like, I think they're just basically this is my conspiracy theory. So I have like a tinfoil hat on under my baseball cap.
There we go.
But I think they're setting us up for a bunch of Omicrons coming in the new territory battle.
Yeah, they've already started.
Definitely.
Yeah, they've already started.
Yeah, they have. Cassie and Omega, I think that's only the beginning.
Yeah. But to Smithy's point, like I do find sort of interesting as a back wall squad, because there's a lot of interesting droids that are just kind of left on the bench, right? Like R2, HK is usually left now with Malgus. You've got probably, the Zeta on IG-88 is interesting. Like there's a fair number of droids, especially if you've got the Taunt Zeta on BB-8. It's a decent squad, especially for back wall. I agree.
Yeah, I'm using BB-8 with my Starkiller counter with Grievous, so I mean.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so.
But I stuck with JTR for so long.
Yeah.
Until really, I think it's where Sortie has more of a home, is because Ray comes in. She stole JTR, and then your droids were just kind of sitting on the bench. But a prerequisite to that is having Ray.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. So. All right, let's go to the next question. Darsign 1972 says, good morning. Says, do we think CG is going to release a new raid since some of the newer characters have raid advantages in their kit? If so, could this finally be a Death Star raid? Ooh, that's a good question. What do you guys think?
I think no. I think they've made the statement. Full disclosure is like I work in tech, so I have some level of understanding of the frustration that they express about how they have to upgrade the mechanics or work on the frame or whatever that they're building the game from. But I think that they view it, if I could speak on their behalf, but I think that they view it as not repeatable content. Like the community gets together like a Chrome puzzle, solves it in 2 days, and then it's just not that interesting. I think we should get a new raid. I'd love to see like a heroic tank raid or a Death Star raid would be awesome, but I think as far as repeatable content, I don't think it's something that they're pursuing. I think that my take of the reason that was on SWGOH or whatever the Hut Cartel thing about raids, I think was more for early game players. But that's just my take.
No, that makes sense. Yeah, they did say, and I was talking with Chrome about that on a stream, that that's their whole thought process on raids. Now, I would like to see, like you said, one thing they could do, if they're going to do a new Death Star raid, fine, but give us like another mythic raid like for AAT, so they can drop some more gear and higher gear for folks, and then make the Sith raid finally simmable, because my God, just please.
I think a new raid will come eventually.
You think so?
You think?
Yeah, I think eventually.
I think we're years out, though.
Yeah,
with TB being the focus now, it's not going to be for a long time.
Yeah, the TB's taking a lot of bandwidth there.
How CG work is within EA as a physical quarter. So obviously we've been told they will, because of the market's publicly traded, they will only share information that's in the quarter, and they have 4 quarters of the year that goes from April to March. So we know territory battles is coming. So no raid's been announced. No raid's going to be announced until maybe December next year. If there was one in the works, which I doubt it, because they're currently working on territory battles. And while they're working on that, they're not also going to be... I wouldn't gather they'd be working on 2 things at once. They'd be working on one, get that out the door, then potentially work on another raid. So I don't think one's coming soon, but I think maybe if they had one in the works, maybe next year, August, August is a good TM for CG, but next year, if they had one planned, there would be one, but there's nothing in the foreseeable future because they need to get their current project that they've announced out the door first. Get that, make sure that's working, make sure there's no bugs. If there is, they need to revisit that. It would be silly for them to be working on 2 things at once when it's in a physical quarter.
Based on current events, I'm not sure no bugs is a hard requirement for them, but that's just me talking out loud.
No, we all said it. We're all saying it. We just talked about before you came on here, Stark. We're going in on the bug thing, man. I just don't understand how
The animations for the profundity are still jacked. I'm like, dude, do you guys have a QA department? Like, what's up?
I know. Every time I do a battle, it's like, hey,
really?
where'd the ship go? It's still pew pew. Oh, there it is.
They're busy on the Lord of the Rings game.
What's that?
They're busy on the Lord of the Rings game.
Oh yeah, that game is hot trash.
Yeah.
I'd say they're entirely different teams too.
Yeah, they are entirely different teams.
Yeah.
They're
they've
still
hired
the
a
same
whole
studio, though, aren't they?
Yeah, but it's a whole separate division and stuff that's working on that. So,
I don't think it will do very well.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't love the design of that game. I tried playing a little bit of it with the split whatever thing, but I don't know. I don't have.
Is it available in the U.S.?
It was a beta. There was a beta on it, and I don't think it's available anymore, right?
Did you have to like do a VPN or something crazy like that?
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah.
You had to install all these hokey things, or you had to set up like a
APK stuff to get it.
Yeah, or like a Puerto Rico app store. Or there's a way to get to it, but it wasn't. It wasn't enticing enough to like worry about all the hoops. Honestly,
I think that sounds like a lot of work.
I think the problem is like not diving into it too much. Like, it doesn't matter about the design of the game. That's one thing, you know. If Lord of the Rings fans dig it,
that's fair.
That's their portion, you know, and that's something for them. But the new show sucks. So
I disagree with you 1,000%. We're gonna fight. I love the new show. I thought it was brilliant.
I haven't seen the end. Don't ruin it.
Okay, yeah, watch the ending.
Watched it, but
how do you know that it sucks?
Pretty much I'm more with Smithy on this one. I feel like to me
I'm more of a House of Dragons, you know.
Oh, I love House of Dragons too, but they're just
if they made a House of Dragons game, I probably wouldn't play it, but I'd respect it. But I'm just saying, awesome. You know, like
that's an awesome answer right there. I would respect it in the morning at least. Yeah,
but
that's fantastic.
It's something. Okay, like in my opinion, my perspective of it is, you know, Lord of the Rings has been gone for a while, you know, since the films. The films are great. Hobbit was really bad. The Hobbit trilogy, I didn't enjoy it, and it didn't make me want to relive like Mordor or anything like that. And then you bring the game out and you're hoping for the show success. It's kind of like how Galaxy Heroes come out, and then you've got the Star Wars films that come out. The trilogy
went up super well.
So I don't know. Lord of the Rings. I don't know. Is there any Lord of the Rings fans out there that would? Yeah, I don't know. I just think Star Wars is in a better position right now.
I'm a pretty big Lord of the Rings fan.
I'm a junkie.
I like the prequels. I like the Hobbit films. To me, those were cool, but I read those books a lot when I was younger.
Yeah, I've read all the books.
But I don't. This is my take, is that I feel like that a lot of these studios have switched from creating good content to just creating content.
Yeah.
Like I could say Lord of the Ring or the Ring of Power, whatever, is interesting and it's fairly good, especially towards the end, although I haven't finished it, so don't spoil it. But it feels like there's like 5 or 6 episodes of like, hey, make sure you subscribe to our service. Like, but there's nothing that actually really happens. I think it's the same thing with like She-Hulk. I could argue the first couple of episodes.
She-Hulk's terrible.
It's right. Andor is. I like the end of Andor. It's getting better, but like.
I love Andor too, man.
Also, haven't seen it.
All right, we don't spoil here. Yeah, we don't spoil here.
5 or 6 episodes that could have been 1 episode is how I feel. But
there's a lot of filler.
No way. That stuff is, man. That's what I love about Andor. It is so set up of like, you know, the first 2 come in, and then third one you're like, damn, and then the next 2 with that character because you get tied into them, and the acting's superb.
TV pacing,
but you know, everything's subjective.
Like that's the difference.
Yeah, everything's subjective. It's art. Yeah. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't.
True.
Yeah, that's it. But I guess with Andor, you have to like the style of Rogue One, which I did. I loved Rogue One. Thought that was probably the best movie that Disney released.
I love Rogue One also.
There is probably that particular people that didn't like the style of Andor, which obviously, Rogue One. Which Andor is obviously follows suit with the grittiness, the darkness, It's the same as Rogue One. It's the same kind of, which is great, love it. But there is going to be that certain crowd that don't like that.
Listen, if you don't like it, don't watch it.
I like that though. Yeah. Like I would love to see Star Wars come out with like 10 different genre-esque series or whatever, and like
Yeah.
not everyone's gonna like all of them.
Yeah,
Right.
well, that's okay.
We need a Vader series. That's what I think we need.
You can,
The whole saga is the
That
Vader
would be
series.
cool.
yeah, it's episode
That's fair. That's awesome.
yeah,
Or
1 through
Thrawn,
6, plus
Well, apparently
plus-
before the whole new like Mandalorian and everything, and the other
Yeah.
shows that Ahsoka is leading up to Thrawn as the Thanos.
I
of
can't
that kind
wait.
of,
I cannot wait
that
for
would
Ahsoka.
really
It looks
good.
so good, man.
It
I'm
does
looking
look
forward
really
to season.
good,
I'm
yeah.
looking forward to Mando season 3, man. That looks
I
tight as
want
hell
some more
too.
CGI Luke, man. CGI Luke and Mando was fucking brilliant.
Yeah, that was
Absolutely.
awesome.
Oh, you watch people's reaction to that every time. They're just crying. And
cried.
going, yeah, people were going
Yeah,
bananas,
I totally.
dude.
Yeah,
Except for Mando season 2, he was a bit like pasty. But
I
when you go into
I thought they did a good
Boba
job. I mean,
Fett.
I mean, you have
in
to-
Boba Fett, he was literally like Luke copy, like
Yeah.
he was brilliant.
They
Boba Fett, when he
hired the
got
guy
the
that
armor-
fixed it for him. That was so
With the
funny.
deep
so
Like,
fake.
funny.
Yeah,
the person, like some YouTuber was like, I made the deep
Did
fake
a
better.
deep
Disney
fake.
was like, you're hired. He's like, okay.
right.
But really good, really good.
So, so what else? 3 and Momo. So when I say I'm a lore junkie, I know the lore like by heart. I don't care what Rings of Power is doing. It's just to me, it's a good series. I like the takes on the characters and the way they're doing it. I know what the books are.
There's got no dragons in it though.
It doesn't need it, man.
Not yet. 5 seasons.
Yeah, but the for me, it's just like you're telling a good story. It's interesting. I like some of the stuff that they've done in there, and so I mean, listen. The original Lord of the Rings is not true to lore. Sorry, there were not
Yeah.
elves at Helm's Deep. I mean, I can go down the
Glorfindel
line.
isn't in there.
Yeah, I mean, there's no Glorfindel. There's a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, I go down the line of
Tom
everything.
Bombadil, or however you say his name.
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole bunch, but I don't care that Lord of the Rings wasn't true to the lore. It's like,
Right.
did you tell a good story? Do I like it? Is it entertaining? Yeah. Now I will say Rings of Power is a little slow in places, but that's just their style of like what they're doing with the characters and stuff. And I get it.
Yeah.
And listen, and I'm just saying, I know by beat what happens timeline in the Second Age, like, and go down it, with what happens. It doesn't matter to me. That's the books are the books. That's
Yeah,
the lore
I
there.
agree.
They're doing something else here. If you don't
It's
like
a different
it, that's
format,
cool.
right? They need to make it work for the format that they're doing. And I agree, it's a little slow in places, like the first 6 episodes, but it's pretty good.
As a
I'll
casual
check it out.
fan, I
check it out.
really like it.
Yeah.
I
mom's the same
I
way.
would go as far to say I love it. Like
Wow.
I haven't read the books. Again, casual fan. I know enough to know the names,
Yeah.
but like learning all the stuff behind the scenes, like the little mysteries and stuff. And I feel like the imagery, while not everything is parallel to Lord of the Rings, the imagery feels Lord of the Ringsy.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
true.
very much.
That feels
definitely
good.
You can tell
Yeah.
they spent $750 million when you watch that show. It's like, good
The
Yeah.
orcs,
Lord.
man, the orcs are so
but didn't
cool.
they like have like the same person like replicated into the same scene like 6 times with her the
I
same
didn't notice.
character in a crowd?
I've not seen anything like that. I mean, I've
You're not
paused.
seeing it?
I've
Check it out.
paused that movie just to look at some of the stuff, like Numenor and some of the places. Is like, good Lord in heaven, who did this? That is
Yeah, the
unbelievable.
CGI and some of that stuff looks really amazing. I agree with you. It
I'll
definitely
check it
has
out.
that
I'll watch
epic
it.
feel.
It's
I will watch
it's
it.
really
at one point.
good. Yeah, it
Yeah.
is phenomenal. The music's done by Shore, who did the original. The soundtrack is unbelievable. I think the acting's really good. A lot of the relationships. It takes time. It is a slow burn. You have to kind of get into it, but it's the style that they went for.
Season 1, like they have to introduce their characters and whatnot.
That's true,
watched-
Calvin. Yeah.
And
I
I watched
enjoy-
House
I-
of Dragons.
Yeah, I do.
Oh yeah, I
enjoy
love
it.
House
Yeah.
of Dragons. I think House of Dragons is brilliant.
Awesome.
Yeah,
But they're
He's read
different
the books
shows.
of House of Dragons.
Yeah, they're just
They're
different
definitely
shows.
different shows.
How I
Yeah.
feel about Andor is going to be different than
Yeah.
how I feel about
there's
Rings of
stuff, isn't
Power versus House of the Dragon.
I think that some of the scenes in House of Dragon where they actually where they show them riding the dragon and stuff is just mind-bendingly good. It's
Yeah.
just so cool.
yeah, it's really good, and
Oh.
I've always, I just enjoy a good show, and but again, if you don't like it, that's cool. I have no problem if you don't like it. If you hate
Right.
it, then fine, don't watch it. You can hate it. I get it. It's
Mm.
everyone's gonna look at a piece of art differently. Some will like it, some not. So. It's not CGI.
Right,
Middle Earth
right.
is real.
I'll check it out.
Frodo
I'll
lives.
watch it.
Frodo lives.
I'm sorry. Of course, it's not CGI. My bad. Yeah, no.
My bad.
I just finished Jeffrey Dahmer, so and then
I guess I'll watch that.
No, I haven't
Really
started
good.
it.
really good.
There's a lot of good shows out there. I mean, The Boys this past season. I just love The Boys. It's such a great
Oh,
show.
The
Good.
Boys is brilliant.
But there's a lot of
I love The
animes
Boys.
that I'm into too. So Chainsaw Man
Nerd.
just came out, and it's absolutely says the Star Wars guy.
I was gonna say we just had a whole full-on debate about Lord of the Rings and Star Wars.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I say anime, like, oh, you're bad. Get out of here, dork.
Have you watched Black Adam yet?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
I heard it's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
it's
not
not
a nerd.
about that. It's
I'm
just
not a
like,
nerd.
guess
You
it's
are.
bad.
I'm not a nerd.
You know,
you
that's
I know
it's
you're
just
not
like,
anime.
it's just like I think when you watch for the post-credit scene, that is just like the icing on the cake.
I will check that out. All right, let's do some
In
more.
what
Let's do some more
post-credit
questions.
scene where?
In Black Draft.
At the end of the
Black
film.
Adam.
Oh, yeah, that looks interesting. I love Dwayne Johnson, man. I think he's awesome.
Yeah, but it's not about Dwayne Johnson and that. It's about
Well,
something
don't.
that
All right,
we've
don't
been
say anything
mourning
else,
for.
Smithy. Shut your pie hole. All right. That's enough out of you. All right, Darsign 1972 question. Calvin, you're 100% right. Whoever has the most Datacrons win. My question is, with Datacrons, does the panel feel they devalue our hard work on mods, etc.? It's not if it is true. I mean, Datacrons is all it is in GAC and TW. If you have the right Datacrons, you have, and it's not even that you get a guaranteed. You just have a chance to fight the other Datacrons. Like I have the BAM Datacron perfectly set up. It is
It's a
total.
guarantee if they don't have it.
Yeah, if they don't have it.
Like
but
even
I mean-
Lord Vader, they don't. All right.
Yeah, but if you're
Right.
on all equal terms, especially in Kyber 1, we all have it. So when you go in there, when I'm using the BAM Datacron, it's RNG. It's totally RNG, and it's frustrating. And then it's the other Datacrons that are all over the place that your Omicrons doesn't mean anything. Mod speed doesn't mean anything. None of this stuff really means anything. It's about the damn Datacron. It doesn't matter how hard you worked on the stuff. Datacrons have come in and said, hey, do you have this Datacron? It neuters anything to anybody else. Because if you don't have, like Calvin just said, God bless you. God bless you, my child, because
Right.
you're not doing a damn thing. And if you don't have the right Datacron, God bless you, my son. You're not doing a damn thing against any of that stuff. It is absolutely frustrating. And even when you do the RNG, because you can have it, but if they got that 50% dodge and deflection on there,
Oh yeah, that's
you know, and I
Yeah.
even put accuracy on my Fennec, and I'm still getting misses and stuff at
Oh,
key
yeah.
junctures. Was like, oh my god,
Did
I
you
faced it
really
today.
needed that
Accuracy on your
Fennec?
70% dodge, 70% dodge in arena.
Right.
In
So-
arena, yeah, that's 70% dodge, and my dash did hit hardly anything. Killed the sides, killed everything else, but obviously it's
Yeah.
an arena. But obviously, with that, you have to take in a character that's the opposite. I mean, you have to take in someone that's
Yep.
special damage.
Good point.
You know, so there's always two sides of the coin. So even if it's got dodge, then you just don't take in a character that's got physical damage. You need to then change and take in something that's got special damage. And
Yep.
you know, like a Tarkin, for example, is AoE will be special damage. You know, you can Tarkin choose that. So there are ways to beat it. You just need to.
it's still
I
on
guess.
G. Fennec is special damage out the ass. I mean, she is the master of special damage, but she can't. If she misses, she ain't doing her hits. There's nothing you can do. And if he gets that loop
Yeah,
where he
but-
goes back to back turns and
She's
AoE.
special or physical.
she's special
He's
damage.
special.
And it's not out the A word, it's out the boot, right?
Yeah, he said boot.
But then that also depends as well. Then doesn't it? Like if they've got depends on what special ability at level 9. If they've got the increased health with the decreased damage.
Yeah.
Well, mine's Relic 8.
Versus-
She's 12,000 something damage. She's got the axe arrow now, and it's just like the last couple turns. It's just it's a tough fight, and I know that so here's the problem I have with Datacrons overall. Is just the player experience is so poor and negative right now, and it's not, and it's made TW when you're facing a wall of Lord Vaders. We're not talking GAC with just one, where you're one on one with somebody.
Right.
You're facing a whole wall of that. It is beyond frustrating. It's who can get through that.
Yeah,
crap.
but
and
I
you're
guess it's the same as to the enemies as well. So it's pretty kind of
Yeah.
even.
Oh yeah.
because
It sucks on
you've
both
got Lord
sides.
Vader's
But it's
turn,
not.
yeah.
It's not enjoyable. I think Datacrons are a step too far. My position is they got to go. They're bleeding this game slowly. We're not on life support, but we're bleeding. We got to do some triage here, or there's going to be problems. And it looks like they're going to double down on another Datacron here, and it's only going to get worse because next month we're not going to have the BAM Datacron. We're going to have Vader. It's like
I really don't understand. I just don't understand from a game balance. It's like most of the in-game players don't absolutely love them, and most of the early to mid-game players can't use
It's
them because they don't.
irrelevant. Yeah.
So I'm like, what's the point of these things?
Money.
I switched to just.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
money.
it's a monetization point. It's a monetization point, and it's a way to shift the meta. And they're not doing this perfectly. It's a way to shift the meta for PvP because that's what they're trying to do. Like Conquest has a shifting balance, TB has a shifting balance, and PvP.
I've read
needs
the press
some type of
release.
shifting.
I know that's what they say, but how does it shift the meta when basically everyone, like Ranger said, everyone is basically re-rolling until they get the cooldown reduction Lord Vader level 9?
You're paying for it.
Yeah,
Because Lord Vader does stuff that doesn't do before, so the meta is different.
Well, here's the problem.
Even if everyone's going for it.
Oh well, okay, that's fair.
Well, yeah, but here's what I have a problem with that as well is that Omicrons are already shifting things in GAC again.
Yeah, I agree. This is premature.
Yeah.
Like we didn't need a shifting meta this soon. Omicrons were already making things very different.
Yeah, I love Omicrons. I think the Omicron
I
on
love
Love
it
is
too.
arguably
Yeah.
my favorite thing that they've done. Like it's just so thematic and so like awesome. I just love it.
Yeah, everybody here, I think we can all agree Omicrons were a brilliant move. And
Yeah.
I was looking back and I was thinking about we're GAC with Omicrons before Datacrons came out was pretty well balanced. It just came down to sometimes, when I was in Kyber, it's like I'd get my ass kicked, but that's because the person had 2 million more GP, and, had Relic 8 and 9 on every character and just a bigger account that they spent more. They had the advantage and they kicked my ass. And I'm like, I can deal with that. I don't mind getting my ass stomped because you have a better account and better stuff. That's just the way it works. But I had a puncher's chance in those. This one, it comes down to every match, who can get through Lord Vader and who has more Datacrons at what level.
Yeah.
And when you have someone in the matchmaking, like the guy I'm facing has 600,000 more GP than me, and that's nice. I've had some that's been 1.5 million. They've got all Relic 8 and 9 plus all this other crap that I'm dealing with. So it's like, good Lord in heaven. Now I got the level 9 Datacron. It's like,
What's your skill rating now in Kyber 1?
It was 38. It's 37 something, 3,700. So I've dropped a lot because I've been losing a lot. It comes down to Lord Vader.
Even before Lord Vader, ever since Datacrons have come in, I was fighting in the top 500
Same.
for Kyber 1. I don't think I can get past the top 15 now. Like I've been outpaced by about 1,000 people.
Yeah. So my view on Datacrons, honestly, I feel like take them off of GLs. Let us use them to try to counter GLs in the future would be valuable. And then I'm just over the whole thing. I'm taking the materials from Conquest, and I'm rolling them. And if I can get some of the level 9 ones, great. And if I can't, I don't give a shit. Like if I end up in Kyber 2, that's fine with me. It's not fun to me. I don't love spending $1,000 on something that's gone in a month. Like, what's the point?
Yeah, it's.
I do agree that I would like to see them off GLs because even if they leave the level 6s, GLs still get to play.
Yeah.
Like Jedi Master Kenobi with the Unicron, or Rey with the TM, or Vader with the turn meter, or not the cooldown. Like they still get to play. They're still valuable. Just don't push the envelope.
Yeah, but then at the same time, what's the point if you can get these Datacrons that counter Galactic Legends? Then what's the point of having Galactic Legends at the same time of putting in that effort? So there's a two-sided argument to it.
Well, that's a good counterpoint. Yeah.
I don't know how many non-GLs are beating Lord Vader with just level 6. Like, is it Tarkin? Is that it?
No,
that's really harebrained.
Yeah.
So like Dash is another one. Lord Vader, Darth Vader and his revive will literally kill everything on the sides, and then you could literally kill. Yeah, so Vader can literally solo So Darth Vader can solo Lord Vader with the right datacron.
I have not seen that.
No, I haven't seen it either.
Because you can't land dots on them.
No.
No, but there's certain ones that you can still kill them because you just loop.
I'm just
You
going to say
constantly loop.
the simple fix, get him out of there. You know, I mean, it's a failed experiment that's gone completely
because
wrong.
Right.
It breaks the game. It does this whole Tarkin loop, Pulp Barricade loop.
I
It
know.
breaks the game.
The
And this
loops are, they don't want infinite loops. And what do we have?
And I
Going
guess-
all over the
yeah,
place,
right.
infinite loops. It's
Right.
like, what
This was-
the hell?
If
I
this
say
was
you
2
take
years
off
ago,
nuke the site
they'd
from
be
orbit.
fixing that stuff. There's no datacrons and the characters looped like Newt. Remember Newt loop, where it just used to
Oh,
loop.
yeah. Then they would fix
Oh,
it.
no,
And
no,
it's
no,
like,
they fix it, nerfed it. But then now it's just like, you know what? What way can we monetize on broken mechanics?
Right.
Datacrons.
All right, let's move off datacrons. I'm going to get angry. I can't stand those goddamn things, man. I really can't.
Just fireball.
They're horrible. Fatalities is question. So my next question would be, at what gear level is SWGOH realistically viable? Mine is about to go to gear 13. I think you got to get them for the Omicron, but to use them on teams that have datacrons, I think Relic 5 is what I've been telling folks. You don't need to go past that, but Relic 3, you can still make the Omicron work, but with datacrons, oh God, we're talking about datacrons again. If you want to put him on a team that I've seen, like I saw one yesterday with on Palp, not on the Starkiller team. It was a nasty team, but with that Omicron and datacron combination, it was pretty gross. But he has to be Relic 5 to make that work, right? To get the level 6 ability, and if you want to have the main person on there, yeah. What do you guys think?
Depends on where you're at.
Yeah.
If you're in a Rhodium, gear 12 is fine. Like he will beat the tar out of a lot of stuff
He will.
in a Rhodium. If you're in Kyber 1, yeah, R5 minimum.
Yeah.
Are you guys using him for offense or defense?
I've seen him on both.
Mostly defense right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just took him to R5 before GC lock this time, so I'm hoping that I get a hold, but I haven't seen it yet, but that was 3s, so I wasn't willing to put like Malik and Talon with him.
I wouldn't. Maybe actually for 3s.
In 3s, yeah, but for me personally, I like using Malik to solo trash squads. It's more fun.
Yeah.
I used him with Starkiller. SWGOH,
Nice.
Starkiller, Visas.
Nice.
That's nasty, yeah. That is a nasty little team there. All right. Andrew Zani Major says, question, I'm farming Bad Batch and I don't have the 501st team built. Would you say the Omega Omicron is worth it so I can start getting cam shards?
Oh.
That's quite new. I haven't tested it.
I haven't
Yeah.
tested it either.
If it helps you
Yeah.
get cam shards, I would say it's worth it because cam is awesome, but I don't know if it is. I don't know if it
Yeah,
will
I'd
help.
I don't
say
know if that-
hold off until you see like videos
Yeah.
posted
Yeah,
of people
I-
doing it because we haven't had a TB yet since it's been
Yeah.
released. So
Yeah,
none of
that's-
us can say.
Yeah.
Right.
I'd wait on that one because Omega herself was marketed as being the Reek Slayer, and it did not pan out. Like
No,
it
no,
made it possible, but it's not easier than 501st.
Yeah, I'd let people like test it, do it, make videos on it, then have a look of what's required, and if it works and if it's shady, or like if it half does it or does it, and what do you need, then decide, because we haven't had a TB since Omicron's been released, have we? So,
Yeah, I would say
I
wait
would-
till we can see what is the success rate with that compared to the normal team that you would use in cam
Yeah.
before you go.
If it's a win button, then
Yeah.
probably yeah. Especially because Bad Batch, they
Well-
fit the air of the new TB,
Yeah.
and the likelihood of that Omicron being useful there is probably high.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
Which it would do.
I agree. Let's see
It
here.
depends what your guild wants to do. If they want to go
Yeah,
dark side,
that's
or
also
light
true.
side.
Yeah.
Right.
If they go dark side, and then I take it, that's
Oh,
probably not
but
going to be very useful.
guys, I had the light side.
Yeah, they want those Raver shards, you know.
Oh,
We don't
yeah.
want to do light side. We want Raver shards, you know.
Yeah, we need to see how that whole thing is going to pan out in general.
Yeah, just be patient, wait on it. Ray Rux's question: does adding Admiral Radice's Omnom affect the ship speed? I have no idea. I do have the Omnom.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
It
At
does.
certain relic levels,
It
it
does.
does, yeah.
But
Mine's
at the
Relic
same
9,
point,
so I have
it's
no.
already fast because it gains loads of speed anyway. So it's pretty not really going first for that ship isn't going to change the outcome of it, especially if it's on defense because it uses the wrong ability. So it will affect how fast it goes. However, if you put it on defense, it's still going to use the ability that you don't want it to do against the executor. So at the same point, is it worth it? Well, then again, Admiral, he's good in thingy. He's still Bad Batch beat him in GAC, even with his Omicron.
Depends on the speed.
So,
yeah, you got to get in really fast. I got mine in the 3.
I mean, they can take turns though. Bad Batch just get them.
Yeah, eventually, yeah. Bad Batch is pretty.
Unless they have maybe Baze might ruin it actually.
Yeah, Baze would be no, because if Echo gets loose.
But if he doesn't, they just spill everything.
Yeah,
you're probably destroyed.
Yeah, that's
true. In GSC, I haven't lost against it, and
I haven't either.
I haven't lost against it using Bad Batch.
There are some straight counters to stuff.
There's the true damage over time. The longer the battle goes on, the more true damage you gain in from AOE's, everything, and it will just murder the squad of the thingy. So, but making the ship faster, what benefit is it going to gain is what you got to look at. Going first isn't really going to change anything because the AI, and if it's on defense, it's going to go first anyway over an executor.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it does. Yeah, it does make it, I think, 1 speed faster. But they gain a crazy amount of speed based on like dark side ships anyway, per dark side ship in there. And the only what counters to it is Malevolence or the Executor, which are all dark side, so you're going to go before them anyway. So,
yeah. You got taken the Relic 9 anyway. It's just a matter of do you want him to be there on GAC. I like the Omicron.
I like it, honestly.
Yeah.
It's not amazing, but it's good.
It's good. It does make you have to have the pieces in the place to use it. So, and I've gotten holds with it. I've been surprised. Question from Fatality V2. Thoughts on the next Conquest reward? Everyone's saying it's going to be the Inquisitor shuttle, but by reckoning, we need another 2 first 4 ship drops because CG is following cadence. Yeah, it's usually 3 characters a ship has been the cadence, but from what we've been getting from the leaks or rumors or gossip, whatever you want to call it, it's going to be the Inquisitor shuttle, which is going to require a Grand Inquisitor as one of the main pilots. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
I
just threw up in my mouth a little.
Yeah. I'm having flashbacks to do
is that the Conquest ship that's coming?
Yeah. The shuttle from Kenobi, they're saying is going to be the next.
I see. So not Rogue One to add a Rebel ship, not Red 5, which I thought was fairly interesting in the universe. So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
An Inquisitor
where's
ship.
Red 5? Yeah, where's Red 5?
You're not.
Great question.
That's like the last ship though. Like what ship do we ask for after Red 5?
Well, but I mean, people said that about Jedi Knight Luke too, right? Oh, Jedi Knight Luke's coming. The game's over. He's on the launch screen. But the game didn't end. You
I always thought other ones like Hondo.
You could argue with
Java,
Datacron.
I guess the game has ended.
Yeah, but that was CG that turned around and said that. So the employees of CG said when Jedi Luke gets released, it would be the end of the game. Would be the end of.
Who said that?
It was years ago. So we're talking they had a convention.
I always thought that was community decided. I don't think I ever.
No.
CG
I thought it was community.
I always got told when I was in Game Changers is when Jedi Luke, because obviously everyone that knows me knows that I'm all like Jedi Luke kind of thing, like Jedi Luke, where's Jedi Luke, where's Jedi Luke, where's Jedi Luke, and what the kind of words, and this is obviously loosely between
was it a joke?
Of how. No, it was true. Even they said it in events. If they had the SWOG events at like Star Wars Celebration and the EA Play, and they said when they decide to release Luke, they want to release him properly, so he's kind of like really, really powerful towards the end of the game. But obviously, things have changed and things shift. Of like opinions, employees leave and change. But when I was in the Game Changers, they pretty much had that same perspective that they want to do him right and they want to make him one of the most powerfulest characters.
Yeah.
Then they released Jedi Luke, and then they released Jedi Master Luke, and obviously that's changed direction of what their initial thoughts, because you got to think CG will have their plans of what they want as a roadmap, and they will change things up and swap things in and out. Like the Phoenix Squad, for example, when it was released, we were like, wow, this squad's like matter of 2 years ago, which it would have been good 2 years ago, but it was trash when it was released. Didn't have no Zetas. They released the Zetas afterwards, But yeah, they change it. They move it about, and it's the same as like why Kylo in August or the Conquest.
Because I'm awesome. I have a 12-pack.
Because it doesn't fit their probably direction if they looked at it in the future to bring out that character to their kind of perspective.
I'm obviously a little biased because I love Rebel ships, but I just don't understand how like you could split it up, but you still only have like 3 or 4 ships for Home 1 now. So where's the
Let's get some B wings. Let's get some A wings. Let's get Red 5. Come on now, God damn it, let's go. Let's get this shit in here.
Well, the thing is with Luke, do you really think that you're going to get the Red 5 with that X-wing Luke character being a marquee?
If you say Ray, I will come to England and punch you in the head.
That's my favorite joke. The pilot for Red 5 will be Ray, and Red 5 will be Resistance.
Oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
Oh my God.
That's my favorite joke.
I can't hear you.
It's got to be X-wing Luke. You can't give.
We didn't get the Han and Chewie Falcon first. We got a Ray Falcon first, so it's only natural.
Smithy, I'm a Smithy. I agree. What I want is a GL Rebel Luke, X-wing pilot Luke.
GL's a bit far. I think he'll be a marquee.
I think he'll
be a marquee. Like the
Make Biggs and Wedge meta again.
Ship out afterwards.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like marquee X-wing Luke.
Galactic Legend Ray as a pilot.
Here's Orange Luke.
Make the Radice do something.
in his X-wing suit, and then they'll be like, "Oh yeah, in Conquest,
oh my gosh,
the Luke ship that requires, that you're gonna have to have our marquee character that will be found."
Okay, we're moving on. We're moving on to another question.
I have middle ground here. I have middle ground. You put Ray in the Rebel pilot suits, and then put her in the X-wing.
What the?
Put Ray with that X-wing
all right,
she put on him.
Smithy's about to have a conniption. All right, let's move on.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
Just the normal
You're a very
Ray
bad
character
man, Calvin Austin.
in a robe.
Very bad man.
That's my favorite joke, man. That's my favorite joke.
There were no potatoes in A New Hope, so how are you thinking Ray is going to show up? I don't get it.
All right, moving on. Oh God.
She had a.
We're moving on. Let it go. OBZ has a question. All right, Smithy, we're moving on. Get over this. Breathe. Foujwa.
I'm not ready to move on.
Well, I am. OBZ says, question. Says, I'm just under 6 million GP, and it's rare that many 4-star executors is utilized in GAC, and I'm able to finish top 10 in fleets. Given that, should I focus on Profundity still, or Jabba for the new TB? I always say ships, because it's not
ships.
For fleets. Yeah, GAC and TW.
Don't do Jabba yet.
Yeah. It's not even farmable yet. I mean, Ray's not. I mean, Skip Window's not even farmable yet. What the hell? I really thought he was coming this week. And
plus, Jabba's not going to help you climb in Fleet Arena. I don't think.
Well,
get the barge.
The sail barge.
Yes. These are the units we need in the game.
Yeah. Like Ewok glider in space and Jabba space bars. See how effective they are against a Star Destroyer.
Can the barge go into space?
No.
Cover up?
Wait until we get ship datacrons. It's a level 9 datacron for the barge.
I think any advice when it comes around to ships and GLs.
And this is always datacron for Jabba's barge takes to the space, baby.
There's going to be a datacron coming for Jabba, but I think something of a GL can be unlocked by energy. Okay, a ship cannot. You're going to need to use crystals, or you're just going to have to take 2 years to 7-star it. So the quicker you get onto that, the quicker you're enrolled into that part.
Yeah,
unless you're going to spend your crystals. Yeah, you want to get onto that as soon as possible. Like the Executor, you want to get onto that as soon as possible. So you're either spending extra income of crystals on doing refreshes on the event, because it only comes once a month and you only get 10 shards. So compared to the GL that you could have in a month, something like that, like a ship.
Get the ships out of the way.
Yeah,
and it's easier to conquer ships. Yeah. You get Executor and you get Profundity. You don't have to get 7 Galactic Legends.
No. Star Science's question is Smithy on dial-up internet. Oh, he was. He's good now. He's connected to the dongle. Kazakagi Too Easy says question: when will ETH, Koth, and Cut be great again and get reworks?
Never.
Great again? Does that imply they were great at one point?
That's what he thinks. Yeah.
Well, ETH Koth actually become a priest.
I question the again.
Like I don't think Cup's ever been meta.
I don't think Heathcock was either, if I'm not mistaken.
Heathcock was probably like slightly useful and hot at one point, right? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I think
he like gives defense down to droids.
I guess.
Moral of the story though is Heathcock got killed by Vader after he became a priest and left the Jedi Order. So would he be great again? Probably not, because he died anyway.
A lot of people died to Vader though.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of them did. Yeah, they.
A lot of Padawans.
Master Skywalker, what are we going to do this time, I know what I'm doing, youngin. I'm gonna use you guys as lightsaber practice. Come on over here.
But yeah, I don't think Heathcock will be ever good again.
Well, the thing they do,
I
was gonna say this, Calvin, still what you think. They need to relook at the Jedi Council members and maybe redo that faction and maybe rework some of those guys, because they are their kids are so old and they're so underpowered. And I mean, I'm a Sith guy, and even I'm looking at the Jedi going, yeah, they could use some love. They could really use some love right now, because some of them.
Maybe when they bring out GL Yoda. Because why
I'm
would
getting
they not
to it,
bring out
Helly.
GL?
Relax. All right.
Because there are about 5 still Galactic Republic Jedi that are just useless.
Yeah.
Kit Fisto, Heathcock,
I'm a gun die.
Luminara, I'm a gun die.
Yeah.
So I could see who?
Luminara.
No, Luminara's bad.
No,
She's bad. Yeah, she's bad.
Ayla Secura, I'm thinking.
Yeah, Ayla's
Ayla's
okay.
a little bit better,
Ayla can be pretty clutch in some situations, but I wouldn't be surprised if at some point we get some type of like Iden character that has like this 3-paragraph long lead that says if the Jedi is this and has long hair or blue eyes, then they don't get to be a part of this bonus.
That's right.
It specifically alienates just like the 4 of them or something like that. Because Jedi Council's too broad. Like they put Jedi Council like, all right, Grandmaster Yoda, JMK, Mace Windu.
They need to add like a trash Jedi Council tag.
It's trash. That's what it is. Trash. Okay.
Well,
oh God.
except for Anakin Skywalker, you're on this council, but you're not a master.
It's not fair. You're a bitch, Smithy.
What?
What did you say?
How can I be on this council and not be a master?
Take a seat, Smithy D. All right, Smithy, we have prepare yourself, Smithy, because you get your first Hellnix question, and here it comes. It says, question for Smithy D. As a day one old school OG SWGOH gamer, I must say it is damn good to see you here, brother. Who's better than Smithy D? Nobody. That's who. Not really question, huh? Did you want him to respond to this?
Is this a question?
These are Hellnix questions. This is what he does, dude. Welcome back to the Jedi Academy, as is tradition. And
who's better than me? Maybe my kids. I don't know. I love my kids. Very gracious. Ranger. Like obviously he's been.
I'll rub the butterscotch pudding on my arms now, as tradition.
Many long years. I did it for maybe like a few months, and I was just like, I can't commit to every Saturday. But this guy, Ranger, was doing this Jedi Academy. Has been doing it now for like 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Wow. 6 years carrying the torch, made it his own. That's it. There's.
Yeah, I suck. Let's just be real. Let's see here. All right, that was one. There's another heli next. Oh God. We'll come back to that. All right, let's do some other normal questions before I do another heli one here. What else? Answer 3 question. How many months out do you think we are from Relic 10? That's coming, man. As soon as we saw that Omicron.
New TB.
Yeah.
So probably 5 months.
You think? I think it might be these Jabba nodes that they added.
Ooh.
No,
they already said that's going to be.
But I got for Relic 10 and Hoth.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
They did say Hoth.
But yeah, it's coming, and I'm just like, how can we get to Relic 10, man, when we can't? The vast majority of players are struggling to get Relic 8, not even Relic 9, man. We still address this.
Here's my add-on question, which is, how soon after Relic 10 comes to the game do they change the level requirement for the paywall on Datacrons?
Oh God.
I don't think they'll change it. I think they'll just add to it.
Oh no.
So we'll have 9s, and then we'll eventually get to level 12s.
Yes.
Right.
Oh,
change,
God.
read, add to. Yeah.
Yeah. I would say Relic 12 is probably when that happens.
Oh boy.
What was the question? Sorry.
Never mind. We just all threw up. We're moving on.
Yeah, never mind.
I don't know. I'm not for
Relic 10. Relic 10. Thoughts, Smithy?
it's gonna happen.
Yeah, we said that. Yeah, and yeah, that's great.
I don't mind it. I guess it's you gotta keep going, ain't it? If it's like you play a game and you're so good at it, would you want to play the game anymore because you've mastered everything?
That's exactly what I think of when I think of gear in this game.
Yeah, there's always a new obstacle, but at the end of the day, you can only play to what you've got. Don't try and like smash above the borders and spend loads of money, because spending loads of money ain't gonna get you anywhere really.
It doesn't bring you
could have
happiness.
10
It
characters,
just doesn't,
you know.
not for
That's
characters.
it. You know, just play the company at its own game. Just farm it for free.
Yeah.
You know, just take time, farm it for free. You know, if you're dropping GAC, drop in GAC. This is. At the end of the day, unless you're gonna like spend thousands, and even if you spend thousands, you could still be a bad player. You know, there's people I know that are just like they spent like 100,000 and they're still a bad player. Doesn't
Hey,
change
I feel
how
personally
you play.
attacked.
Yeah,
actually.
god dang, Smithy.
It's
I mean,
like, dude,
Yeah.
what,
you don't know me.
right? What's up? Shots fired.
You know,
Shots
just
fired, man.
play it.
Jesus.
Just play at your own pace. Is my advice. Is play at your own pace. When the game comes out, don't worry about it. It's like, don't worry about
This
it.
has
You know,
been
Datacrons, don't worry about it.
this has been Deep
You know?
Thoughts with Smithy D.
Just don't let it get to you.
Yeah.
Just continue what you're doing. You can
I
only
love
play
how-
to you.
I love how
what you've
Smithy
got.
was doing Jay Leno there. Hellenic says, serious question for the entire panel. I doubt it seriously. All right, let's see if this is going to be serious or not. It says, what is the over-under on a level cap increase coming soon? Follow-up question, do you think a level cap increase could be a benefit or detriment to the game? I don't think we're getting a level cap increase anytime soon.
We won't get a period.
Yeah, I don't
They
think
have to
we are.
restructure the entire game.
Yeah.
I
mean,
agree.
It's called Relics.
There's base level tenacity and potency and defense and offense built into every single PvE mode. If they mess with the level cap for our characters, they have to mess with all those. And it's just like, why? Like, just make Relic 10.
Yeah, they're on pretty like they're busy with the kind of like TV at the minute. I don't think they want to complicate.
Yeah, any
things too
significant
much.
change that doesn't let them monetize it, Datacrons, I don't think they're going to do. So I think.
Yeah.
Oh, they could bring out special credits.
Well, I mean, the credits is not. It's just that, man, I'm having to take all these
Special
characters to level
credits, you know.
90. Oh my god.
There's always ways to monetize it.
Well,
It's
yeah,
going
I
to
mean,
be so much work, though. Just make Relic 10.
Yeah.
Just make a new level of Datacrons. Just make a new ability.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, I agree. Not disagreeing. Just there's ways to monetize it by bringing out like.
Oh, I'm
like they've done with
sure
the
there
mod
is.
slicer.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, for sure. I
You
mean, I don't
bring
think they
out
need to
new
bring in
stuff.
special credits. Just the amount of credits you would need to take each character from 85 to 90 would be insane.
I think they'll bring out new credits if they were going to do that, because and then there's obviously like
another
the
credit,
new
huh?
Ranger
Oh, goody.
that has like like millions and millions stacked upon millions of
I
credits.
have invested well. Leave me alone. All right, I read the market. All right, leave me alone. All right, Betty Lau, ni hao. Oh, hengashing renshini. It says question: speed range for armor to be useful with C. I don't know, 320, 330. As long as she's 300, I mean, you want her fast though, because she can get killed.
What we're using her against though?
Well, typical stuff. I mean, whatever you're gonna use.
Typically, it's Ray.
Yeah, it's Ray.
Yeah,
The
you
armor.
don't need it though, do you?
Sometimes
What?
you can, because Finn and them can get loose, dude, and they can go right out. They will go right after. I've seen it happen. And
Yeah.
You don't get your
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, they do prioritize her.
Yeah. So I think I've got mine at I think 320, 330. You know.
Yeah, but that's if you're not using what though, is
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
using Watt with SLKR or something.
Then you're okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I think 300 to 310, but we're having to move those two pieces in different places because of Datacrons.
depends on
and stuff.
Datacrons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God almighty. Oh boy. I faced my first Jabba last night. That was fun. Beat it, but
Nice.
I went in there to try to do the Darth Vader Datacron, and I was like, all right, I got some protection health. Only got 6 bombs on them. Let's go into Mirth. Dead. All right. Well, let's just forfeit this match.
I had my first one up against full Relic 8. I think there was one Relic 7 character, but pretty much full Relic 8 Jabba squad.
I
It's
was able to get
nasty.
through it with SLKR cheese, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, dark side will kick the crap. Any darks, I mean, C and
What about-
and SLKR can kick the crap out of Java. Light
What did
side,
Dash
man, they
do it?
struggle. Not much, man.
Dash and his
They
Datacron.
ain't doing shit against Java, man.
What? Dash and his Datacron?
No.
Can I
The bonus tanks.
pimp my channel? I got a
The
video
grit.
for it, Ranger.
Do it.
Yeah, go for it. You got a video or something on this?
Yeah, let me
Send it
find
to me in
Hold on.
Discord, and I'll put it in the stream like I did for our good friend
Nice.
Calvin. Yeah,
Thank
that's
you,
what we do
Ranger.
here. Yeah, so we pimp stuff
Yeah, I
here.
just started my YouTube like 3 days ago.
I'm
so
sorry to hear that. Yeah.
What you do?
Yeah,
Why?
that's-
You got the green going on the background.
You weren't planning on making any cache, were you? I mean,
No, I'm really just doing it to learn how to edit video.
there
Honestly,
you go. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Videos
it's a
will do a
pain.
little better for you. Yeah, send to me in Discord, and then I'll pimp it. All right, while we're waiting for that, oh god, here we go. Start Gamer, it's your time for a question from Helly. Oh,
Yeah.
Christ. It says, welcome to the Jedi Academy stream, sir. Here's your Helly question. I've only applied 2 or 3 Namis on my tunes. What are your top 3 recommendations?
for Omicrons,
Yeah, but that's such a broad question, because what do you have?
right? Like, what do you already have? Where are you in the game, et cetera, et cetera? I would say off the top of my head, top 3 probably. Some of these are the most valuable. Some of them are just thematic and fun. But I would say, I think Wampa, Qui-Gon, and Starkiller would be my top 3. I prioritize GAC. I don't really care about Territory War Omicrons, honestly.
Yes.
Yeah,
Bill,
same.
love you.
Yeah.
Was that bad? Did
No,
someone
no,
gasp?
and I'm with you. No, don't. Smithy's over there. He needs to take his asthma medication.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thought I said something wrong. I was like, sorry.
Not technically, no.
No, that's
all
not
I heard was, I don't care about Guild, I just care about crystals.
That's not what he said. All right, get out of here.
I have some Territory War Omicrons, but I just
Well,
don't.
It's not a
So-
priority. Yeah, I get it.
But
It's
they're
not a
not
priority for me.
I've
yeah.
done a couple, but I mean, it's still GAC.
Yeah.
I mean, if your guild doesn't ask you to do one, then don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't make us do them. So our policy is Viva La Porte. Do what you want, basically. So,
Oh, your port. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
but I do have MJ and Jahani because together those are
They're
pretty
pretty
dicey.
nice. Yeah, that's a nice
Yeah.
combination.
Even
of stuff.
separate, they're both really good.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
really
yeah,
are.
yeah.
Fulcrum's really good in TW too. I mean, her
Yeah.
her Omicron is fantastic, but I mean, it's hard. I mean, to balance it out honestly between which ones.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
Yeah.
Wampa's a blast to do. We use him all the time just to go munch on something. I mean, such a good character. Qui-Gon's good choice. Starkiller's an outstanding choice. You know, I mean.
Yeah, Malgus and Starkiller #1.
Yeah,
Like,
Malgus too. I forgot about Malgus.
Oh, Malgus.
is
Yeah,
so-
that's, that,
Malgus
yeah, I
is
forgot about
important.
Malgus.
Yeah, but will that change once his Datacron's gone?
Yeah, he's
No.
still
Maybe,
He's
yeah.
nasty. He's still nasty. I mean, that's
he will still be
Yeah,
top 2.
You're
for
still going to need a
Datacron, or-
GL to
You
take
can
that
still
sucker
like
out.
gas it, can't you?
It depends
I don't
on
think
the.
you can.
I don't think you can.
Yeah.
You need the 25% turn meter crons to do that before. You don't have that anymore.
No. Because that team goes first, you are going to be in big trouble.
Yeah,
Well,
Item's
no,
good,
because
Dash is
the thing
good,
is-
Dam's good. There's a lot of fun. I
Wait,
love
there's a lot of fun
Omicrons,
ones.
honestly.
With gas, he's going to build up. So obviously, Malgus obviously provides a lot of buffs to his team. So even if he's sitting down, it's going to ramp up his power, and it may start dicey because you got to look at it as in TW when you use gas as well.
You're rolling the dice
With
on
the
that one,
Datacron.
brother. I'm telling you, man.
But I don't know, you know, I've faced like Malguses with gas without the Datacron, and I haven't had a problem with gas. With the Datacron, yeah, because he's just constantly doing his big hit.
Oh, yeah, he's got
Without
the,
it starts off dicey, but you then gain all the, I guess, increased offense based on the buffs, and it will end with that you're just literally doing like 200k hits with Echo and 200k hits with gas. So without the Datacron, I would go across that gas still wins it. You know, it will start off dicey even if they go first. You need to go first because I've fought people in GAC before the kind of like Datacron, before people had level 9s and they had the Omicrons on it. But gas will gain a lot of offense, and so will the whole team. And
well,
you will come out of it in the end.
in TW, he's not getting those bonuses for his.
Oh,
GAC
I'm on about in
Omicron.
GAC.
Yeah,
Like
GAC,
GAC.
it's pretty nasty, man. It is a nasty team. If you can pull it off, then God bless you. But yeah, it's still a nasty team. All right. Next question here. Kazakage, but it's too easy. Says question: will Hondo get a capital ship? Not in the near future that I can tell. Hey, we make a deal. I get a ship.
He had more of a chance of getting one before we got Piet, because Piet takes most of the scoundrels, i.e. bounty hunters. Maybe one day.
Yeah, CG seems to be like doubling down on ships, but they don't release really any ships.
Well, this is
we need more
fighters
so more Hondo can have a fleet.
Yeah, we'd have to
like
have
first. Your scoundrel fleet is going to be what? OG Lando and or not OG Lando, Young Lando.
Young Lando and
I think that's it. Yeah. Like, is that the only scout that doesn't have a home?
Hey, we got one ship. We got to fight. Hey, we can win.
More chance of the Starforge coming. Or Nihilus's capital ship.
Yeah, Nihilus's capital ship. If they can give us enough Inquisitor, Sith, or Empire fleet ships, we're not far off. Maybe 2 or 3 more. Yeah, we get an Empire and a Sith.
Yeah.
But right now we can't. You can only have one fleet.
Well, you already got the TIE bomber. Not the TIE bomber. The
Sith bomber.
Sith bomber, the Sith fighter. Yeah, they could.
But right now, Vader needs to be in both. Mm-hmm. You can't have a Sith fleet without Vader, and you can't have an Empire fleet without Vader.
He's just like Milf, who needs to be with both rebels.
Yeah,
they're also bringing the Inquisitor ship out as well.
That could help.
That could help.
So
that could make a big difference.
Yeah.
Get your Grand Inquisitors. Great advantage.
Well, that'd obviously go with Empire, where you could pull Vader from that. You know, if it's good enough, sort of thing.
All right.
It's possible.
All right, Andrew Zani, next question says, if you could add any factions to the game, what would you add? I really want Gungans game with a CLS level Jar Jar. Just shame on you.
Wookiees!
Shame on you.
Wookiees would be sweet.
Shame on you. Well, what they need to do first is they need to bring in the Tuskens from Book of Boba Fett and round out the Tuskens.
Yes.
Old Republic team needs a little bit more love, so that's another faction that they need to work on. And I want
Rebel pilots to be a faction.
That wouldn't be
Rebel fighter pilots.
Yeah, Rebel fighter pilots. Yeah. That wouldn't be bad.
GL X-wing Luke, Biggs Wedge, A-wing,
GL X-wing Ray.
How dare you?
Oh yeah, I love it. Love it.
Well, no.
Potatoes for the win.
With the X-wing helmet on, just like Force Awakens.
Oh boy.
I want Wookiees, man. Though, like there's enough Wookiees out there. They can make a full
Wookiees would be
team.
Great.
Yeah.
Like if we get Hanhar and is it Sharon?
That would be cool, man.
Yeah, would be cool. Speaking of cool, we've got Karthik, aka the Big Clayton, joining us. I thought you'd be sleepy at this time, brother. Aren't you supposed to be eating breakfast with Papa Clayton?
It's a breakfast for him is at 11:45.
Oh, at brunch. Okay, at brunch.
Yeah.
What's going on, buddy?
Just tagging in, I guess.
Yeah. Come on in, brother. All right, VF, you said Jar Jar. You lost me, Andrew's on it. All right, Kazakage.
I love Jar Jar.
What's wrong with Jar Jar Binks?
Nothing. He's perfect in every way.
He sucks. Oh, General Jar Jar, use the bomba. Me, I don't have a bomba.
Misa.
Using this one.
Yeah, but he's still that Jar Jar, and
that's
like,
not canon.
He helped create the Empire.
Listen,
you know?
Listen, here's the problem with Jar Jar coming in. If they do Jar Jar, they're gonna have to do an entire Gungan faction. So
the Galactic Republic.
Wait, couldn't they just make him a Sith Lord?
They can put him on.
No.
No. They're not really
Galactic
GR.
Republic Jar Jar. You know,
But-
He's definitely Galactic Republic.
But
He's in the Senate.
Force Collection,
Well,
and
fair.
Jar Jar was in there from day one.
I think he's a Sith Lord with Rey and the X-wing. You know.
The only thing
He can be in the droid component, Jar Jar in the astromech thing.
See what they'll do is they're gonna do what
threw
they
up in my mouth.
they're gonna do Gungan Inquisitors. So what we're gonna get is we're gonna get an entire Gungan faction, and they're
Captain
gonna
Tarbles.
they're gonna be atrocious to gear, and they're gonna do nothing in the meta. They're gonna hard counter. They're gonna hard counter droids.
Dodge. Because that's I guess
Grievous.
the new way.
They're gonna kill Grievous, but they're gonna cost like 2,000 Kairos.
Yeah. And it'll be
only
it'll
lone
be
Grievous though. They don't
it'll
get
be
to get the whole
spawn
team.
character. It'll be a spawn character like ARC Trooper, and he'll spawn that thing that drops the little bouncy balls and little
The
stun.
Boombas.
Destroy all the droids. That's
Yeah.
It'll be great for the new TB. It'll be required for the new TB. Just
Totally.
I'm
Did
buying
Gungans
this.
do anything in this time period? Like, real question.
Other than the
Yeah,
battle
So,
of,
yeah, there you go.
of
There's
Naboo,
the meta
no,
forecast right there.
no.
But that's
Well,
that's how
have
you
you
have
ever
to
heard
get
the
to
story
the.
of the tragedy of Jar Jar Binks of what actually happened to him after the Empire took over?
Tilo told me.
Yeah, he pretty much become like a clown.
Yeah, like a court jester type of deal.
Yeah,
Yeah, like,
shocking.
literally
I would
when,
never,
Yeah.
I would have never guessed.
That's the battle that you.
It
that's where you
wasn't. It
farm
wasn't
the-
by choice, unfortunately. Like Naboo blamed him for the Empire.
Good
He's the
job,
one who
Naboo.
put Palpatine into control.
I guess
That's where you
Naboo
farm
blamed him
the
the
relic
fall.
tin mats. I'm sure is under the Jar Jar node.
All right, let's get to this, these final questions here. Kazakage, we did says, will we ever get Darth Krayt, Exar Kun, or Lumia? Absolutely. Darth Krayt.
After getting Talon,
Oh yeah, it's all everything's wide open. Yeah, I mean Bane, Exar Kun, Lumia, Krayt, they're all on the board. Hell, I'd love to see the Celestials with Abeloth come into the game, dude. I mean, you could do. I hate to say
Abeloth.
this, but the Internal Throne family, the father, the Emperor, the mother, the sister, the
Son, yeah.
the internal twins. Oh, Christ, I had to say it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was just twitching in the corner now. She's all excited. She's gonna show up now.
I'll give her some kitnip.
I mean, I would be okay with these things, but they need to do them in like Starkiller style events where they just pump out the legacy characters in one go.
yeah.
But they need to do it in a fashion where either the part I hate is like the Inquisitor with the way they did the Inquisitors, which is they pumped out an entire faction and then gave us a legendary event for the faction, so we now have a deadweight character on top of this. And it was expensive to get, and it just didn't do much. And so I'm like, I'd rather have characters that just lift up factions. So you get
Yes.
5 characters that just
I totally
go,
agree.
because
Yeah, but
otherwise,
is it a deadweight character though? If you've got the new TB, come on.
Eighth brother, yeah, he's deadweight.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
deadweight.
They're
Yeah,
dead weight.
They're
man.
dead
They
weight.
suck.
and
Well,
what?
the whole
Lord,
team
son.
doesn't, but Eighth brother does.
Well,
But the
and
way
then
they
Go ahead.
released Starkiller with different characters that lift those factions, and Starkiller that's awesome versus the way they did Inquisitors, which is hot trash. Definitely Starkiller.
Yeah, the Starkiller
Well,
event
yeah.
was fantastic, man.
and
Yeah.
even with the characters being expensive, it's like it made what 5 teams
Exactly.
better.
4 technically.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, because EP Mara goes with Starkiller
Still.
90% of the time, but yeah, but still, it's 4 teams better. Where it's like the Inquisitors took 6 characters to get a 5-man team, to then literally the best they can do in GAC is fight gas.
Exactly.
It's just like that's an expensive counter when I already had CLS. It's just like, oh no, what will I ever do to counter gas?
Oh, I guess you could
Go.
just use your CLS somewhere else.
Yeah,
That's great.
but I mean,
It doesn't hurt. Like I would like to have an extra team. It doesn't validate the resource investment,
yeah, exactly. It
but
doesn't.
I would like to have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't.
I
You
won't
can have
argue
mine.
that.
You can have mine if you want it,
yeah,
Calvin.
exactly.
I'll take it, man.
Yeah, take it.
Totally, dude.
Oh,
if
the
there's a way to
Phoenix
trade
Squadron, ain't
characters,
All right.
trash when they come
Let's do one more
We'll
question
touch
here
them.
from Wen Griffey Jr. says, question. I have 5 GLs, no Lord Vader or Jabba, and I'm finishing up the requirements for Profundity.
Nice.
Should I go for Inquisitors or Jabba next? The Simeon Guild has no preference, are both helpful.
100% Jabba.
Jabba, please.
Or
Jabba.
Vader.
Jabba.
Yeah, so you didn't.
Jabba.
No Lord Vader
Well,
either.
well.
Jabba's easier to get than Lord Schmader, man.
Not even that.
I'd still say Lord Vader.
Jabba.
say-
All
My
day.
answer is put Inquisitors last. Whatever
Yeah.
their choices are. Inquisitors is at the bottom.
Yeah.
Anything else is above it.
I have. Yeah, I don't really have a
until
problem.
this game.
Yeah, I don't
I
have a
didn't.
problem with either.
I never heard the term of Inquisitorius. Like I just called them
I
Inquisitors.
did, well,
and that's
no,
what
we
they're
never
known
heard
as.
him in the canon either. I don't remember them.
Yeah.
I think
Really?
it's been mentioned once
Is it? I don't
in like
remember.
Rebels or something.
Was it
It's not the
Rebels
common
or-
term.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's just Inquisitors and
So
Inquisitors.
my only reason why I would push Jabba over anything else is for the sole fact that they are implementing event after event after event that is going to require
Yeah.
Hut Cartel,
Yeah.
Jabba's tag, or something, and you're just missing out on rewards. I mean, like, so
Well-
today the Jabba Smugglers Run just came out. I got 20 of the Mark 1 6E slicing mats, 50 of the 5As stuff,
Nice.
20, and then 30 air magnifiers, twice, so that's 60.
Wow.
And
That's also
and then
then
still
chasing
mods.
some. So by the time you've got a Jabba, those events will be gone.
Well, no, the smugglers event
smuggler will
is
be there.
permanent.
Yeah, and the
Yeah,
Galactic
Smuggler will be
Challenge will
The
slow
Galactic
down.
Challenge,
TB will be here by then, but
Yeah.
challenges will be down.
theoretically, they ran Inquisitors for damn near 6 months. So
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But I mean, all I'm saying is that they are pushing a large incentive for Jabba. Now, granted, the current TB rewards for Jabba suck, but everything beyond that they could actually lock some decent stuff behind Jabba. And knowing CG with the tracker we've had for the last year, they're going to.
They'll be the most important team in the next TB.
Yeah,
Like I think that's understood.
and then
Jabba.
Inquisitor is right
Yeah.
behind them.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
of Reva.
Because Reva's going to be some sort of powerhouse. Like, I almost can guarantee you. They're going to be like,
Oh yeah,
She has to be. She almost has
especially
to
after the amount the community that has complained about Inquisitors.
Yeah.
She's their last chance.
be. Right.
Well, they've got a couple more they could do, but they need to do something for GAC related. Is what they need to do because they
Yeah,
have
the Juhani effect.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Because we need something to make it worth our time, and it's just they've not done well with that because they lock so much of Grand Inquisitor's power behind the Omicron. Like if he just has leadership not be an Omicron, that team would be a completely different ballpark, because you would the purge would never go away. The mechanics that they all have that are enhanced by purge being present would just make them ridiculous, and they're just like, yeah, only TW. Darn you.
Right, but I'm gonna have to shoot.
All right, Smithy.
But it's been good hanging out with you. So.
Yeah.
Hey,
You should do it more
Thanks,
often.
Smithy.
it was awesome, man. Good to chat with you.
Yeah, definitely. But anyway,
All right,
may the
Smithy.
force be with you.
And also with you, my
Always.
child.
That's it.
The great Smithy D, OG Jedi Academy. I don't remember. Did we call it the Roller 2 back in the day? I have to go back and look, man. But that's going to take me.
I don't even think I was a listener at that point.
I don't. A lot of people weren't. A lot of people weren't around back then in 2016. So, oh god, just
I
saying
didn't
that
start
number.
playing until the end of 2017. So
Yeah. Good times. All right, we're gonna wrap it up. So as I said, mark on your calendar. I'm just gonna pimp some stuff, and then we're gonna let these awesome guys pimp their things. And do me a favor, guys. When these guys pimp their stuff, please check out their stuff. It really does make a difference. You know, they come here, and it's just a good way to say thank you for being here. I mean, they come here on their own time on a Saturday morning to hang out and answer your guys' questions and help you guys get the answers that you guys are looking for. So it's just a simple thing. Go to the channel, watch their shit, hit the thumbs up, subscribe. It's the easiest way. Sub if you like it. I mean, by all means, you know, that's appreciated too, but please do that. Now, before I let them pimp their stuff, just a quick reminder, remember November 5th, we're doing our big ACS stream. I will be down there in Florida. We're going to stream Magic the Gathering and continue raising money for the American Cancer Society. So mark that on your calendar. If you want to attend, get with Finity on our Discord, FINITY. And we're doing our big Patreon push. If you'd like to support the channel, outside of just hitting the thumbs up and subscribing and all that stuff, so we can continue doing this stuff on YouTube that you guys enjoy. The Patreon's linked in the description. I put it in the chat earlier. We're looking for 24. We've got 6 so far. We need 18 more. So if you want to come help us out with that, that would be brilliant. So with that being said, let's let these awesome folks pimp their stuff. Let's start with Calvin. Awesome.
Yeah, main place you're going to find me right now is YouTube, Calvin Awesome. I just today released a video about how to prepare for Ben Solo, what mods, Omicrons, and team comps we should be looking at. I've also got a modding series of my GAC battles on there. And the other main thing is I have the Mad Awesome podcast on Spotify or iTunes that I do with Tilo Mad, where we go over a lot of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes content as well as the new Cassian show.
There you go.
Nice.
And then Stark, welcome aboard, my friend. If you want to pimp your stuff, go right ahead. Let folks know where they can check out all your stuff. I already put both links to their channels are in the chat, so you can go back and find that. But where can folks check
Awesome.
out?
Thanks so much, man. Yeah. So right now, mostly you're gonna find me on Twitch. I'm streaming 9 a.m., 10 a.m. Pacific, based in Seattle. Go Hawks. So I'm there probably 5 days a week, mostly streaming GAC and other SWGOH stuff. Sometimes doing some other games, but mostly SWGOH focused. I did recently start a YouTube channel, so I've got like 10 followers, I think now.
Woo.
But so if you love it, if you go to YouTube and give me a sub, it's free. Great way to support me, really helpful. And come hang out on Twitch. Very cool. I'm starting to do some YouTube guides, mostly like top 10 guides and stuff like that. I did post that counter because I faced Jabba for the first time a couple days ago. So check that out. And that's pretty much it.
There you go.
Thanks again, Ranger, for having me. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, welcome every time, man.
Awesome.
We always support any content creator and search a new one. So that's
And
what we
quick
do.
shout out to Aldous as well for even letting me know that
Aldous
this was going on.
Sandfly. Yeah.
And also Viva Laporte.
Yeah, this is cool.
Yeah. Good people. Clayton, any final words there on today? We had a lot of fun yesterday, but not with JC. I got molested again.
How did the rest of it go?
We lost. That's all I'm gonna say. It did not go according to plan. Well, I mean, he had the extra GL with Java. That was a problem, and then put a crazy defense down. I mean, two-shot Vader. We had to do a lot of stuff. I cleared the south. I just couldn't clear the north. You know, I took some gambles because I had to. You know, with the teams. And it just didn't work. So you know,
I feel that.
You know, it is what it is. It's the law of the land. You know what I'm saying? So, oh well, another loss. I've probably been Kyber too long, and I don't really care anymore. So, everyone, thank you for joining us on the Jedi Academy. Now, we will be back tonight on Twitch for some D&D. We do D&D on Saturday night with myself and Finn and a bunch of the...
Love that stream, man. I'm super stoked for that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, dude. Yeah, we're doing
awesome.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun with that. And so we'll do that. And then probably won't have any D&D for a bit because the week after, I think Finn's got something. Then after that, I think I'll be in Orlando. So
nice.
Yeah, so we got a lot of stuff going on. And so, yeah.
When is your cancer stream? It's November 5th?
Yeah, it's a Saturday.
Okay, cool. Yeah, definitely check that out.
It'll be on Twitch, and we'll,
Cool.
And all the information's in Discord. We have an actual channel in Discord that's going to have all the information in there. Flynn's put.
Oh, great. Okay,
we'll have a flyer, and then when we're streaming,
nice.
we've done tons of stuff. We've raised, oodles of money for ACS, which I know they're very appreciative of, and we're glad to do it. You know, and we've done a lot of stuff over the years with the ACS. I mean, we've done the marathon run at Disney. We went to the Children's Hospital of Atlanta. I was dressed up as Darth Revan. Finn was dressed up as a Jedi, and we hung out with the kids and gave away Star Wars stuff, and played Battlefront 2 with them. We've done stuff like that over the years, and our big streams that we do for the ACS, had a lot of people come participate and done big streams, and I mean, so far we've raised 7,000 something this year. I haven't checked the Tiltify here recently, but last time we raised 20 something thousand. The year before I think was 19. So we try to raise as much as we can. So
that's super cool. I'm gonna grab that URL for your Tiltify and
we haven't got the link set up. Okay. The Tiltify's there, but the link for the video we haven't created it yet. So we'll create the event for that. But it'll have the Tiltify and everything in there. So, but if you need anything information on that, just get with Finity. He's got all that stuff. I'm the face. He's the background guy making it all happen. So with that, I think we can call this one done. So on behalf of myself and the Academy, thank you guys for joining us. Appreciate it. Love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you tonight for D&D. If not, see you when we see you. Salute. Peace out.